Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another glorious episode of Jedi Talk. I am your host, Brad Hughes. No, this is not Rodian Radio. That'll be next week. Long story. We'll get to that in a second. But we are not in the garage tonight. It's weird. It's always weird when we do the show not in the garage. It always has a different feel to it.
Yeah.
But we're here. The whole council's here. We're live at Kadani Village.
Yeah, we're getting used to having different locales.
Yeah, it's fun.
For the podcast.
It's
really
fun to do it. To my immediate right. You know what's funny? I just realized we have the same setup.
It's same seating, same love
Holy
triangle.
shit, we do.
Same love triangle.
It's the same shit.
Yep.
To my right is the man, the myth, the legend, Evan T. Boucher.
And I'm wearing the same shirt I was wearing last week too. So
that's funny.
That's fine. It's whatever. I just wear it all week. I never wash it. Never take it off. I shower in this.
It's weird.
It's fine.
It's weird, bro.
Are you going to say the thing or?
Nope.
You're not going to say it.
Here we go. All these episodes we've done in a row, you're not going to say it.
Hello there.
There we go.
There you go. See the suspense right there. That's how
different
you.
when you
That's
got
how
a
you
giraffe
lead people
poking
on.
his fucking head.
Yeah, that he was tongue in my ear. But
Oh.
I had to wait for him to stop.
Dude, I can't think of anything I'd want to do less than like touch a giraffe. But anyway,
You wouldn't
Fuck
want to like
that.
stroke his neck?
no, not even for a second. And to his right,
Would you ride it like a benta?
Like a bent?
no,
Okay, I'll let him
I would
introduce
kick him in
himself.
the fucking neck. Have you ever seen giraffes fight? By the way,
No.
the way
Yeah,
they throw their
smack
necks with
their
those
necks and
horns.
heads against each other.
Wah-pa! And
Yeah,
it's wild. You should look it up.
yeah.
And to his right, the Red Rapture himself, Tom Oakley. What's going on, brother?
By the right of the council, by the will of the Force, I am buying you an alarm clock for your birthday, you son of a bitch.
All
If
right.
you didn't think I wouldn't let this down on air,
I would hope you
swear
wouldn't.
to fucking
I
Christ.
wouldn't let you live it down.
So
All
does
right.
that mean you
We'll
can
get
buy
to
me
it.
better Wi-Fi?
Yes.
Because no, it wasn't a Wi-Fi's fault.
No, it
Somehow
wasn't
they
Wi-Fi.
didn't take my payment. I don't know
You,
why.
you have to get a better bank. Who made
Apparently, yeah.
You need to get a not prepaid ATM card. That's what you need to do.
I guess.
Do you have it? Is that what you have?
No, I just have I have a debit card.
I was kidding.
But it's basically the next step above that.
Nice.
All right. We got a lot to talk about. We'll start off with how Wednesday morning was supposed to go and who slept in an hour overtime. And his name is Brad Hughes, and he's a fucking asshole. And he ruined the whole goddamn thing.
I'm kind of glad that happened because it like overshadowed me not watching it too. So
No, but like here's the thing,
You
dude.
glad
like,
that happened?
If you guys know me, I don't like being late. Like even
Yeah.
tonight, it was stressing
Oh,
me the
yeah.
fuck out. I
Yeah.
don't like. I'm on time, like I am. I don't like when people are late. I don't like that shit. But I had been sick this past week, and like was still kind of getting over feeling better. Like today's my first day. Truly, I think I'm at 100%.
it wasn't COVID, as you always say, and it wasn't COVID. Like,
It wasn't COVID.
Yeah.
I had an upper respiratory infection, which I don't know why I have to fucking tell people that.
which
but
is
whatever.
probably worse than COVID right now, honestly. So
It's
Yeah.
just
hey,
weird because you can't
fine.
do anything about it. Like it's
Yeah.
Right.
It's just you got to just sit there and suffer. But
You mean
like,
wearing a mask
I
didn't
did-
save you? From
no, it
having
didn't.
That?
to be fair, I haven't worn a mask in like 6 months. I forgot a mask coming here today, and I just was like, hopefully I won't run into anybody.
Yeah, you had to scale the balcony and come in the window.
I did.
because they wouldn't let you in.
Grappling hook. It was very fucking
Yeah,
aggressive.
You had
to
to
climb a
Batman that
giraffe.
shit.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that. I got my tickets, bro.
Yeah, so do we. Kyle and I got them.
It's like Wednesday, or I think it's third. Is it? It might be Wednesday. Whatever I told you it was, it's what it was because I got them in that moment. I think it was Thursday at like 6:30.
Yeah, you got them for Thursday.
Cannot fucking wait. But no, like so I didn't set my alarm clock. That's the only thing I can conclude. I usually always click on it right before I go to sleep just so I don't forget. I'm wondering if I like actually set, because I was on medicine, so I don't really
Yeah.
remember everything. I'm wondering if I like set it and then turned it off once it
Did you
it
do
started
the
chirping.
PM instead of AM thing? Or?
No, because
Okay.
it didn't. I checked because I've
Okay.
done that 1,000 times.
Me
But,
too,
like I think
yeah.
I either didn't set an alarm, which is not like me because I do it every fucking night, or I set it and when it went off, my just subconscious body just turned it off and I went right back
Yeah.
to sleep. But I was an hour and 15 minutes late for work that day. Like
Oh, dang.
it wasn't like I just didn't do it to like I truly fucked up and just either slept through it or didn't do it. So we had planned for you, me, Evan, and Kyle, aka the Ginger Midge. The Ginger Midge, I like that. I came up with that
I like
right
discount ginger, which is what Tom said.
Discount
I-
ginger. No, I didn't
can't-
say that. You
Who
did.
said that? I didn't say
I
that.
said diet
I'm not
ginger
smart.
and-
Oh, that's what it was. Diet.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
got
Tom
diet
said
ginger and
diet.
I like
ginger.
discount
I said
ginger. though.
discount just now. I
Big
thought you
Lots
said
ginger?
discount.
What was that?
The Big Lots ginger.
Big
The Big Lots ginger.
You know
So
what
is
Big Lots
that?
is?
I'm only like 20% ginger, so like, what's that make me? I'm confused.
One of those as well. But
Okay, that's
Kyle's a ginger denier.
Yeah.
See, like I just said, I'm 20% ginger.
First
I
he
don't
denied
deny
the
it.
Holocaust. Now he's denying.
Oh man.
Now he's denying that he's a ginger. Like
Is he denying Order 66 too?
what a piece
Like,
of shit.
That happened.
But anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. I fucked up. Fucked up.
Yeah,
I'm over it now, but holy shit,
Dude,
Wednesday morning.
dude,
was,
if that happened to me, I would be like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I totally understand. Like, and I felt so. I told you all day. I kept going, dude. I feel so fucking bad about it. It bothers me because I'm not that guy. I don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, when I tell you I'm doing something, I fucking do it, and it's done.
I mean, we'll get to it, but it's a good thing the episode wasn't like the greatest thing ever. It was a good thing it was only just a good episode.
Yeah, it was the only thing. It was just
if
okay,
it was
'cause
like the coolest thing ever,
it was
would've
episode
been
If it was
like,
like
So-
6, and we didn't
Yeah.
get to watch that together.
or
and
5
experience
or
it.
6, one of the two. But
Which
6
by-
was better than 5.
By the way, if you haven't done like the feature where you can watch shit with people, it's a cool little feature.
Group
we
watch,
tested
yeah.
it. The
Yeah,
test
it's
was cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
You could like just come in and out, and I wish you could put text on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just
But I'm
message
sure
each
there's a
other.
reason they don't, because they don't want screenshots like "go fuck yourself, faggot." Like I'm
Yeah.
sure they don't want stuff like that.
Yeah.
we were going to record our reactions and put it on YouTube and stuff. Like
Yeah,
it
we had a
was-
whole thing,
yeah.
and I just fucking coding, man.
I mean, let's do it for that happened for you, but then like my Wi-Fi didn't take my payment on like the normal day it does, so I didn't know.
It was
autopay
the
didn't
force
happen.
telling us to go to sleep.
Basically,
I didn't go back to
I was
sleep.
up
I just
till-
watched it.
I believe you. Yeah,
Yeah.
as you should have.
Your first text
But-
I saw was if I don't hear anything in 15 minutes, I'm just gonna watch.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
it
you went,
was.
"Fuck! I skipped the gym for this," and I was
Yep.
like, "God damn it, dude!"
So I mean, I was up till 3 a.m. trying to figure it out on my phone, on my computer,
Yeah,
everything, and then I gave up. I could have watched it at 3 a.m. technically, but I gave
should
up.
have.
And
I should have known when I woke up and there was like a 1:30 text from you.
Yeah.
Like, uh-oh, this ain't looking good.
yeah,
Thanks,
because
babe.
you're not up that.
no, I usually
You're not up
crash-
like that.
thank you. I usually crash at
I
like.
made mojitos. You motherfuckers went and bought wine.
It's not for today. I'm here for 4 days.
I'm upset with this. That shit's good though. Once Upon a Vine's dope.
It's fine. Really?
Yeah, it's
I haven't had
delicious.
that. Okay.
Why don't be fine? You're here for 4 days. It'll be fine. It'll be able to be here.
But yeah. So
All right, let's talk about Boba
we all
Fett.
kind of messed
because
that up.
This episode was just average.
Yeah, it had good moments, but overall,
It
just
had
average.
okay moments. I think we'll get into it when we get there, but I think the best moment was the reveal of the Rancor. Like actually finally
Yeah.
being able to see what a Rancor can do.
out
not
in the
like
open,
like
not in a cage. We got a little
fully
bit in the Bad
unleashed.
Batch, technically,
Yeah.
with Mookie, but
fully unleashed Rancor at like the height of his power.
yeah.
Talk closer, you.
Let me take this off. Is that
Yeah,
better?
Much better. Yeah.
That was the highlight for me. But
Yeah.
what were your overall thoughts before we like break this thing down?
I thought it was above average. I kind of, after I talked myself off the ledge because Brad didn't wake up, I decided to think about like the actual expectations of this episode. Because don't forget, the week before, we did not think that Mando was going to go to try to see Grogu on Luke's planet.
Yeah.
So
Not in Boba Fett. We thought that was going to be later.
Right. So we didn't think we'd get it right away. So I said, there's no way in hell there's going to be, and this is like right before I hit play. I kind of talked to myself and I'm like, there's no way in hell we're going to get 2 weeks of the same thing like episode 6. So I think this was a very good payoff. I think this episode was an excellent payoff. And we'll get into it when we break it down, but it was an excellent payoff. I thought the battles were really good. Like you said, the Rancor reveal was pretty spectacular because I didn't remember he had it literally until the last second. When he jetted off, I'm like, all right, Boba knows somebody else that we're not going to expect, and he's going to bring in or something.
I was sitting there and I went, "Oh, it's going to be the Rancor."
See, yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't-
Because
I
they
didn't-
hadn't addressed it in
It was
any
hinted.
other
I know.
episode.
I know.
It was hinted with Danny Trejo.
They
and then,
don't-
like he disappeared.
I know this. I know a little bit about storytelling, and I know this. Like they
Is that
won't
Chekhov's
waste.
gun? Is that what that's called?
What?
Chekhov's gun, like the principle in storytelling. Like if you show the gun in Act 1, the gun has to be used in Act
If that's
3.
what it's called,
Like,
then yes. Like
Oh,
you're
yeah,
not
yeah.
going to waste screen time unless
Right.
it's going to pay. Normally, like there are things that
Right.
get looked over,
Yeah.
but something like that's that big, which is like they're gonna show it. They
Yeah.
have to. And
Yeah.
it had to be what it was because there was literally no other option.
Right. And we have
Cool to see
haven't
Danny
said it-
Trejo come out with them.
I
and,
know.
like,
I wish I would have been. That would have been cool to see
with a
Danny
machine
come
gun. Danny Trejo with a
back. No,
machine
just
gun.
come out with a machete.
like
That's all
vibro
he has to
machete.
come out- A vibro machete. Yeah.
What was that?
Machete. I said it like that. Not machete. 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 We didn't say off the top either. This was directed by Robert Rodriguez.
Which is the closest thing you're going to get to Quentin Tarantino directing anything
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay. Like
I feel like his debut in Mando season 2 was better than
much.
this one. So
I actually think he had
Yeah, but that's, like,
more
hard-
he had more subpar episodes this season than he did when he did Mando's.
yeah, but he
Yeah.
just did the one.
Yeah.
He just did the one episode.
no, he
didn't
did one earlier.
Oh,
in
you mean for
For
the
Mando.
Mandalorian?
Yes,
Yeah, he
he
just
only
did-
did one in Mando.
And he did the
season
reveal
2.
of Boba Fett. That's a big fucking moment.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think he also did the one we don't like from Mando season 2, the Frog Lady. I think
That
he
was
did
Bryce Dallas Howard.
No, it wasn't.
No, I forget who it was, but
we've
it
told
wasn't
you.
her.
Bryce Dallas
Oh,
Howard
that's right. I
is-
thought that last week, didn't I?
Oh,
Fuck,
that's
I'm
right.
yeah.
She
I
the
didn't
one
learn
after
anything.
Frog Lady. The one after Frog
I
Lady.
haven't learned
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Who did the Frog Lady one then?
I will find out right now. I
Was
swear
that?
to God,
Oh,
it's
that was the
Robert
guy
Rodriguez.
that did the Bill Burr. No, wait, I don't know.
No, Bill Burr was second to last of that season.
What's the dudes that did those?
That was the one that was called The Believer.
It's,
Right?
it's the black dude. What's the guy's name that did the
Rick Famuyiwa.
yeah,
Rick Famuyiwa?
Yeah.
Was that him that did the Frog Lady one?
No, I don't think so.
All of
his were good. All of his were like, this is it.
Oh, no. I know why it sucked. Peyton Reed.
Oh, yeah, because it had the giant
That's
bug
right.
guy.
That's
the
right.
weird
That's
bug
right.
guy. Yeah, Ant-Man director.
Ant-Man, yeah, that's why it
Yeah.
sucked.
Ant-Man's the shit.
Notice he hasn't been back
Ant-Man
for
2 was better.
Mando or Boba Fett.
No, I agree that Ant-Man 2 was
I've
better.
only seen
much better.
each of them once. I need to rewatch.
Ant-Man
Me
and the
too.
Wasp.
Yeah.
I've still only seen Spider-Man once. I need to go see Spider-Man again.
No Way Home.
Yeah, I need to go see it in theaters again
Yeah.
before it's gone.
Second time's even better, Evan.
I believe it because the first time isn't.
Yeah.
So
The kids, Franks and Beans. Anyway,
Can't
let's
be okay with Star Wars fan service, but not No Way Home.
some fan service in Star Wars sucks. But when all of it is just, look at this thing, look at this thing, look
What
at
do you
this
think
thing.
the worst fan service in Star Wars is?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
That should be
right?
a whole show. 'cause
Yeah.
I need to think about that.
Think about it.
There is bad
Think about it
stuff.
and answer because
There is
I'm trying
really
to
bad
think what the worst Star Wars fan service is.
It's probably in like Solo or Rogue One. Like those two movies were like they hadn't figured out fan service yet.
I actually think like
I'm
Maybe
sick and tired of acting like I don't like Rogue One. I really do.
I like
so
Rogue
out of
One.
all three of
I'm just
us, I
saying like
do.
there's
So here's the
moments
thing.
in that are fan service.
I
like
just
it.
did something the other day when I was fucked
yeah.
up on coding.
Yeah, I don't know why you do that to yourself.
I did a double feature of Attack of the Clones and Rogue One, my two least favorite Star Wars movies. And I
Notoriously
gotta
least
say, they were not as bad as I remembered them being. And I hate.
I don't know. Attack
It's
of
like
the
it's like
Clones
me
is so
saying I
bad.
like Epcot. Like it's like because
Yeah.
I don't really truly hate Epcot. Like the way I
you
make
can't
fun of
compare
it.
that because like
But like it's a thing.
Epcot
Like
changes.
I'm talking
Attack
about
of the Clones has never changed.
I'm talking like on the show. Like I make fun of it. Like I don't
Yeah.
like Epcot. Like I
Sure.
Epcot. If you go to my living room, I have old school Epcot artwork in my fucking living room.
Right.
But it's different.
But like
It's a different park now than it was 3 years ago.
yeah, but like
even.
it's like I shit on it on the show, right? But
yeah, 'cause
I
it's
still
not
think
that
Attack
good.
of the Clones is the worst Star Wars movie, and I think
I
Rogue
agree.
One's the second worst Star Wars movie. But they are not as bad as I remember them being. I
think-
like Solo way more than Rogue One. Rogue One is just bleak and depressing for no reason.
It's supposed to be.
I get
It's
it.
about
it
a
ends
squad
with-
of people who
No,
are like.
I get it, but
It
like,
ends with the word hope though. Come on.
fucking cares? Like so, like
And it's not the message of the movie.
no,
It's
who
not
gives a
hope.
shit? Like
Yeah.
I don't care about whether it fucking. What kind of an argument is that? That's what the
It was
movie
a
ends
joke
with.
argument. It's
Okay,
not-
okay.
yeah,
I
don't
thought
believe
you were
that.
serious. I was like,
no,
what?
No.
No, I they're not like. Here's the thing. Even Attack of the Clones and Rogue One. If you ask me my favorite movies of all time, it's going to be Star Wars as a category, and
Yeah.
then Pulp Fiction. Like even Attack of the Clones is up there for me.
Yeah.
Over like my other favorite movie of all time. Like it's just I love Star Wars that much. Attack of the Clones was way more entertaining than I remembered it being. And I also forgot how young Hayden was.
Right, he's
I texted
young
you. I
as
was like,
super young.
I was like, dude, he was like 19 years old.
Yeah, I was
during
gonna say
filming
maybe
this.
20. Yeah, maybe.
It's
I don't
nuts. He
remember.
looks like a
Yeah.
fucking baby to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm old as shit, but he looks like a baby in those movies. But I don't know. I've been shitting on him for so long. Like I still, again, it's not a great movie, but like it's better than I remembered.
Speaking of the devil, we won't be able to do this next week because they would have passed. But happy early birthday, Evan! Happy
Thank
early
you.
birthday, Brad!
Thank you so
We're
much.
both
Coming up
not
this
old.
week, yeah.
Or not young. We're both old.
Are you
so-
30 this year?
No, that'll be next year.
Okay,
so this is my
29.
last one where it's like you feel young.
Dude,
I'm kidding.
Such
I'm
an
kidding.
evil
Actually,
laugh.
Actually,
what the fuck was that?
That was an evil laugh. Like, that was-
Palpatine has somehow returned.
Yeah. Maybe next year we can do what we should have done 2 years ago and go to Hoop-Dee-Doo. But I don't know if it's coming
God,
back.
I hope so. That's my birthday tradition.
oh
What's
really?
Hoop-Dee-Doo? You don't know Hoop-Dee? Do you know what Hoop-Dee-Doo is, Tom?
Hoop-Dee-Doo
Hoop-Dee-Doo review. You've
Yeah.
never done it?
We were supposed to do it the first year
Her and I've
we,
never
we
done
knew
it,
each
no.
other.
Hoop-Dee-Doo is my favorite
And
shit
then
to do at
we
Disney
both
World.
Were like, we can't afford it
Without
yet.
fail.
Yeah.
It's a dinner
It's a
show.
show.
It,
Yeah,
it used to
dinner
be
show.
the oldest show.
The longest running
longest
show in American
America.
stage history.
Yeah.
It's
It
the
was-
shit.
Like, yeah, isn't there
And-
footage of Walt watching it, or was this?
No, that's
am I
the
thinking
Golden
of-
Horseshoe
Oh,
review. That's
yeah,
what you're thinking
that's
of.
what I'm thinking
Yep,
of.
before
Okay.
the opening day of Disneyland, they opened that
Yeah,
show.
they opened that show, but this is like other than that one is like the longest running show ever.
Yeah.
And it's like you go and you get
it's
this
all
is
you
going
can
to
eat
sound
food,
this is going
too.
to
All
sound
you can eat
wild.
Chicken and all you can drink beer even. Like,
Yep,
yeah.
all you can drink beer and it's you eat chicken out of a bucket, which sounds
Yeah.
wild and like weird, but it's at Fort Wilderness. And they used to do this was my favorite thing to do. You could get a like tent at Fort Wilderness and like camp for a few days. And in the mornings, if you knew where to go, what time, you could go eat breakfast and watch their rehearsals. Did you know that?
Oh, that's cool.
No.
It was the shit. I think I have video of it.
Back though, it won't be the same.
We're going to Fort Wilderness. The trails. We're going to some
Trails In.
Yeah, Trails In. Yeah,
Trails End's the shit.
Yeah,
it's connected.
Amazing.
So when you're walking up to Trails End, the big building on the left, like if you're looking at the front of the building, that's where Hoop-Dee-Doo was.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I hope it comes back.
I mean, I've started living this way pre-COVID, but it's just what you say. Like you got to do things like it's not going to be here tomorrow. That's how we have to do Disney things, because it might not be here tomorrow, or it might be drastically changed tomorrow.
Go back into lockdown.
You have to do
people are stupid.
Yeah. So Hoop-Dee-Doo, if it ever comes back, it'll be so much different. But I'm pulling the trigger on everything from now on. Cause
it was improvised.
You only get one chance.
And that's what I love. And like I like it when Disney can do a comedy show that's funny and not corny. But it's okay. It's corny, but it's self-aware that it's corny.
Yeah.
It's not trying to be genuinely funny. It's silly as shit.
Right.
I loved. I think I did it like 20 times.
Wow.
I know when I was a cast member, we used to get half off.
Damn.
So you could go for like $30 and do it. And it's like the best fucking.
Either.
I mean, you can't get an entree in some restaurants at Disney for $30.
No.
I loved it. It was my favorite thing to do.
Man.
But yeah, happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday to you too.
I can't wait.
Glad
I can't
we're
wait to be
celebrating
33 years old. Fucking so old.
This is my last young one, so from now on, I'm old.
You're no longer a youngling.
The 30s are the best. Have been the best years of my life.
Wow.
Mine were
Best
too
years
until
of my
COVID hit.
Even then, I had her.
It's like an outlier. That
Still a
doesn't
good
count.
job, so we're good.
You know, I feel you.
Yeah.
I mean, working in the field that I work in, I got lucky with the
Yeah, no
pandemic.
kidding.
Yeah. And look at us. We're all here together in freaking Animal Kingdom Lodge. Like
You have a
doesn't get
great
much
view
better.
of pitch black, dude. What the
It's-
fuck is up with your?
It's the middle of the night.
But
It's
like
Is that a
there's-
giraffe's asshole? I
I
mean,
look
Yeah.
at that pressed up against the window because it's
No,
black
that's
as night.
That's the elephant special. That's what they call that.
kind of looks like Kyle.
Oh, this is mom outside the window.
Hey,
I'm gonna go ride it like I
she's
do
gonna
his
come
mom.
over later.
Like
Right?
a
I see a
backstop.
flashlight and that's freaking me the fuck out. Look over here to the left.
Yeah, he's coming to murder us. It's fine.
You
Yeah,
can't. You
have
can't
to
even
pay
see the
extra for
chair.
that.
Anyway, okay, let's talk about Boba Fett. You can't even see the fucking chair. That's how dark it is.
Because it's nighttime. Disney doesn't
But there's
control
no
the
lights.
daytime.
But
and
there's no
nighttime.
lights.
So let me
The
officially.
animals aren't
Even
even out there right now.
even when they're not out there, there's no lights.
Why would you? No. You want to see
So
a
we
tree?
can see.
Harry Dunn and Lloyd Christmas. Shut up.
You've had gloves the whole time?
All right. So let us officially introduce our segment.
Boba Fett, where?
Thank you. Oh, he was
He
ready.
did it.
this
He
I
time.
was
did
ready
it.
this
He
time.
was ready. Yeah,
A broken clock is right twice a day, okay?
that's
so
right. Our weekly breakdown of Book of Boba Fett, and it wrapped up. I think it wrapped up nicely. You guys opened the show saying it was a little average, so
Yeah.
I think it wrapped up nicely, but I think it was boring. I've only seen it once. I need to
too,
go back.
but-
Like I told you, I think I fucked myself over by like hyping it up in my head.
yes,
And I think once I go back and watch it, I like what we said when we weren't recording.
yeah.
You're waiting for this like holy shit moment, and then it never comes,
I
and
don't
you're
think
just
I
kind of
hyped
like.
it up too much.
But I think when you're watching, you're like, what? Something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all had these crazy bold predictions. We should share like what we thought was going
we
to
got
happen.
everything
beforehand.
wrong.
Oh, we had
Yeah.
everything wrong.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, I thought that Kira was going to be a cliffhanger. It was going to end. And
Yeah,
like,
we all
Kira's
thought
like, hey, we
Crimson
got to go to
Dawn.
Tatooine ourselves and take care of this. And it's going to be Kira, Knights of Ren. I was like, that's
Also,
what I
so they
expected.
just have a few robots there, and then that's it.
But, okay, we'll get into those droids in a little bit.
at
There's
the
a
end.
reason. I looked into those droids' history.
Okay.
So I will get into that. But, yeah, I thought the episode was just a little bit all over the place, too. But
So-
it was still good. I would
Yeah.
not call it bad. But it just wasn't as good as, like, 5 or 6. But
Rest in
that's hard
peace,
to live
Cad
up
Bane.
to. Because
Rest
5
in
and
peace,
6
Cad
are
Bane.
maybe.
Rest in peace. No, he's dead. Dude,
Death
he gets
means
stabbed in the
nothing.
fucking chest
That
with
means
a.
nothing in Star Wars.
I mean, it does. I mean, but this was again. I think Cad Bane should remain dead. This was a good death.
I do
for
too.
him.
I do too.
It was a really
Actually,
good death.
But
I-
I also
I wish
thought
they'd have
Cobb
showed him
should have remained dead. But we'll get there.
I wish they would have showed him in like episode 3,
Yeah.
so that it didn't feel like, oh, you saw him last episode, now he's
Do
dead.
you-
We only
you-
got like 30 minutes
he's
of live
gonna
action.
be in Kenobi.
Cobb.
He's 100% going to be in Kenobi.
That would be cool.
I hadn't
Vader's
thought
going to
about
hire
that.
him to look for Obi-Wan.
That would be
Fuck,
cool.
I hadn't thought of that, but that
Tom always thinks of
that
things
makes
that, like,
sense
we can never
because
think of. Like,
people
he
who
always-
don't know Clone Wars is like, who the fuck is this blue
Now
guy?
this is their introduction, just like Ahsoka.
Now they're gonna go back
Just-
and
yeah, I see
Exactly.
where you're going with that.
Yes, fuck,
And now
man.
Ahsoka's in everything. So
That's
this is
why
the
I'm-
introduction.
that's
to
why
I
I'm
take
not
back
that
calling you
upset.
stupid. I know I called you dumb when I was making drinks
Yeah,
over there.
I
I take it
remember that.
back.
He did, and it's true. It's true.
I did. Called you dumb. It's
I've
whatever.
always said Tom is smart. I've always said
You are smart.
You're up
That's
for
like,
two, Hughes. Wednesday
fine.
morning and this.
oh, fuck. One
3
click.
strikes. You got 1 left.
1 click.
1 strike.
It's an inside joke.
So do we want to just go?
Let's go like we always do. Let's start at the top.
Scene, but
Yeah,
like,
kind
Yes.
of. Yeah.
okay,
Just-
now we said you've only seen it once, Brad. I've only
I was
seen it
really
once.
fucked up on medicine when I saw it.
I haven't felt the need to rewatch it.
Me too, technically.
But Tom has seen it twice now.
Twice. Yeah.
Twice. I'm gonna rewatch it at some point, but it hasn't been one of those like I have to see it again now. Like let's repeat. Like it wasn't there for me, but I will watch it again. But
You kind of have to with
I
these.
enjoyed
but I
the.
do have notes.
I
and
enjoyed
we'll
the
go
second
scene by
work.
scene.
Viewing much more, but I think Brad was onto something when. But yeah, we'll get there.
So I don't even remember what's like the opening scene. Is R2 coming to Tatooine? Is that?
Yeah, that
No,
thing
no,
is-
not yet, not yet.
Okay, so I don't even remember how it opens.
The opening scene. Oh, did you just post that? Oh my God. My wife is sharing her Woman Crush Wednesday, Blake Lively, over here.
Blake Lively. Oh, I was
I've
thinking
heard that
Blake
name.
Shelton.
No, if she would have said that, first off, I would have called
Oh,
up a
that the
divorce,
country singer
divorce
guy.
lawyer.
I was like, Blake Shelton. What the fuck?
I've heard that name, but I
Blake
don't know.
Lively is who's she? She's married to somebody famous. Yeah.
If she's famous, I
Ryan
would assume
Reynolds,
so.
right?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
right.
so that's how
yeah,
I've heard.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I know Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway,
No, of Ryan
the first
Reynolds.
scene is they show the sanctuary blown up, and you go in, and Boba Fett and Fennec Shand are like looking over the
Right.
damage.
You
Right.
see Max Rebo's crispy corpse.
No,
it's not
see,
good.
that's funny. The only body we saw was the RX droid's body. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
because
just saying that because I
they
love
all
RX droids.
burnt up.
But yeah, right? Freaking
Max is dead. Just deal with it, guys.
I can't handle it.
I'm okay with that. I mean,
No.
I don't want him to die, but like it happened. So
It's what it is.
I'm glad it was an unnamed RX. You know, it's like I didn't get attached to it yet. Her, him, whatever it was. I just didn't get attached. Almost, but it didn't
Yeah.
happen. But yeah, that's a good point. A lot of standing and talking from Boba and Fennec.
Yeah, but I liked the dialogue of this episode.
It was good.
It was very
Yeah,
good
it wasn't
dialogue.
poorly written. No.
Especially when, because Favreau and Filoni, I think, wrote this one together, potentially. There was really good dialogue between Boba Fett and Din.
Oh, yeah.
And I was telling Courtney this, like, you've got probably the 2 most popular Mandalorians here.
Yeah,
I mean,
Bo-Katan's probably second or third. It's up there. Yeah.
She's up there after that. Sabine Wren is in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And she's actually my favorite Mandalorian.
As
but
soon as we see Sabine in live action, she'll just
oh my
she'll
God,
go,
she's gonna blow up.
Fans are gonna they'll
Yeah.
go crazy. She'll be number 1 or 2.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be like the hot commodity, and just like Harley Quinn in 2016, she'll be like the Halloween
Oh yeah. Every basic out there. is
sexy
gonna-
Sabine Wren.
Yep.
Purple hair,
Yep.
graffiti. Like I'm
Yep.
Sabine Wren.
650 pounds.
A vibro hammer.
TLC cameras following around.
Yep.
Follow me on Instagram.
OnlyFans.
Oh God.
You know they got him. Because they got
Hey,
him.
I'm the one that goes too far. You're not allowed
That's
to.
true. Oh, I can't take your thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
Evan's thing is he's the Kyle of the show, and
Oh, hey now. Come on.
Tom's the smart one, and
I don't
I'm
have
a
a hot
moron.
mom. Come on.
that's 2 shows in a row, Kyle, that Evan has torched your ass. 2 of them.
Well, it's just one of those things where when I get to Disney World, I'm going to pay for Lightning Lane. And it's just what it is.
Disney World.
Disney World.
See, we're at a
Said that
Disney
in a while,
resort. I
yeah.
have to say it.
That's right.
That's how it goes.
All right, what were we talking about? Just
Boba
this fucking
Fett.
podcast
Boba
is
Fett,
just
see?
fucking off the rails.
Always. Okay, so yeah, the opening scene was them in the sanctuary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about dialogue, then we got off. Do you have in the notes? I didn't take notes about it.
I do, but I didn't know
That's
the
fine.
opening scene.
That's fine.
So my next thing I have is R2 coming.
Yeah,
So-
they're basically talking to each other. He tells the certain parts or his like sectors. They're like trying to figure out what to do, right? Because he sends the mods. Right, that's what I'm trying to think. He sends the
Yeah.
mods into one part of town.
everyone splits up.
Yeah, everyone splits up.
Chrysanthemum goes here,
Yeah,
mods go here.
and I love that Chrysanthemum was watching the
the
Trandoshans.
Trandoshan section.
Yeah.
I was like,
I loved that.
I was like, you put them there on purpose.
Yeah.
They hate each other. Like, why would you do
But
that?
it showed that he's not just a ruthless asshole.
Right.
He can like get his shit together.
Although
Yeah.
my second favorite part of this episode, a little bit, was when they were fighting. Chrysanthemum lift the Trandoshan up and then shot him in midair.
Yes, I
Yeah,
love
that
that.
was
too.
dope.
Sick.
Yeah,
That was dope.
Yeah, we'll get
That
to
was-
more of
that
that
was
later,
dope.
but that was awesome.
Yeah. So they're all split up and they're talking in the sanctuary. Din, Boba, I think Fennec Shand is there too. They're all basically talking about, we've told the 3 crime syndicates the
To stay neutral.
Yeah, to
and they're
stay
like,
neutral.
We'll stay neutral. It's fine.
Until they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly kind of believed they were going to stay neutral until this episode when they turned.
Well,
I thought they were going to do it.
Mando even said, he's like, that's the smart play. And Boba's like, I know.
Yeah, they all agreed. Like, I would do the same.
And Boba thought he was going to cut. Boba thought Din
Yeah.
was going to go. He's like,
Yeah.
I assume you'll be getting off now. And don't forget, Boba Fett isn't paying him for this.
Yeah.
So he said,
Din's just here because he wants to.
like-
it's not even like an honor thing. He's just like,
it's
hey, man,
against
I'm
the
here.
creed.
Yeah,
It goes
like
against the
It is
creed.
an honor, but it's not like a debt. Yeah, it's more of a creed than a debt.
Although the name of this episode was what? In the Name of Honor, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So I think there's.
I don't remember anything you guys are talking about. I think I really need to watch this episode.
You really need to watch it again.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't remember
I
any
mean,
of
I
this.
paid attention, but
Great
I've only
ass
seen it
dialogue.
The
once.
first thing I remember, I truly thought the opening scene was Grogu.
No.
On the
I did too. I thought
Yeah.
it was R2
all,
coming.
all of this, I think, happened before.
It did.
or-
Now that you
or
say
it's-
it.
I don't
in the
remember
middle.
any of this.
So the X-wing,
For
we
a
see
second,
the
I'm like,
action-
oh, Luke's coming back to Tatooine. I didn't expect him to stay for the fight, though. I was
No.
like, he's just dropping
Yeah.
him off. And then it wasn't even Luke. It was R2. So I'm
and
like,
then
that's
I had,
cool. It's fine.
I had suspicions that Luke was going to come after that, like he was going to feel Grogu or something.
Doesn't this open up a can of worms with R2 units just being able to pilot the X-wing from scratch? What's
Oh,
the
but
point of pilots at this
That's
point?
all of Rebels.
What do you mean from scratch? This is R2D2. He's flown that thing. For
I know, but
fucking
like,
years.
but what's the point of having a pilot in there? Then is my point. That's what I'm
all
saying.
of-
Like,
that's,
what?
That's
Oh.
all of Rebels. Chopper does this. Chopper flies that. Chopper pilots this. Chopper steals
Chopper
this
is
isn't
a
shit.
that- isn't-
motherfucking badass.
Yeah,
I
but
thought
that's already
droids
been
were supposed to be
happened.
like the backup, not
No,
like
that's already
I didn't know
happened.
R2.
The
I
droids-
didn't have any clue in canon.
BB-8 BB-8 pilots a freaking ATST.
That's right.
Like they
In
do that all
in
the time.
In the
As
Last
dumb
Jedi.
as that was,
That's right.
I hate that, but as dumb as it was,
The visual's just weird. It's one of those things. It's like
Yeah.
the idea of it isn't bad, but like the visual of it, like Leia, the hand, is
the
horrible
Force,
visual.
Mary
Yeah, oh,
Poppins
yeah.
Leia.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
horrible.
Force
visual.
yeah, the
Poppins,
visual
yeah.
we don't like, but we all love
I
that.
like the
It makes
idea that
sense
she was
could
able
do that.
to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
But it just the like
But
I would
float
have.
through space
You know, would have
is
been
terrible.
sick if she pulled the ship to her.
maybe that's
with
what
the
happened.
Force.
Maybe the
I
ship
thought
came
you
to
could
her.
get the same thing across with the Force. It would be even less obvious if they just didn't show her doing that.
Just
They
Yeah.
just
her
showed the
floating.
hand.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
The
I've
hand
said- I've
pressing
said- I've
against
said
the
this
glass.
1,000
like-
times on
Oh
the show.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just like let her hand hit the glass, and then everyone's like, "What the fuck? Leia's here!" Like, and just not even because they see her coming, and it's just like it's tacky.
yeah. Get the reaction shots of Poe and all, because that's a
Just
cool
like-
shot.
like,
Their
yeah,
faces
yeah.
are like, whoa.
Whoa, Leia's here. Like,
Yeah,
I think that's cool.
but droids have been piloting and flying things for 15 so years in terms of out of universe, but in universe they've always been
It's like,
flying
what's
and
the point of
piloting.
the pilots then? Just to control the guns? But I don't know.
Well,
anyway,
we have cute scene number 1 out of this when Pelimato is putting they're all we see BD again.
Yep.
Potentially BD1.
Yep.
We see him for a second.
just say it. You know you want to.
If we're calling him BD1,
So
fine.
far, it's BD1. Hey, believe that
Say
until
it.
you're told otherwise. Like, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay. Like
That's how we look
for
at
me,
a lot
that
of
was
things.
Snoke and Mando season 2
Same.
until I'm told otherwise.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fair. Then BD1 it is.
And see, I was believing that RX droid was the one on the Halcyon until shown otherwise, and now
And now it's a fucking.
we've been shown otherwise. So that's fine.
Unless you get on the Halcyon and there's burn marks on it.
Oh my god. He's like, Bob Paycheck was that cheap. He just used the one they blew up.
The
for
one that was
Book of
like
Boba Fett and put it on the
the
Halcyon.
crispy one.
Repurpose it.
Yeah, repurpose it. So we get the basically the X-wing pilot seat opens and Luke's not in it. We're like, what the hell? We see R2D2 and then Grogu pops his cute little head up.
Once I didn't see Luke his head landing,
Yeah.
I was like, all right, what's Grogu?
Yeah, we're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, did Grogu pilot that shit?
That's what I was like. That's where I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't like that R2
yeah, thankfully
can
it
just
wasn't
do
Grogu.
that.
I wouldn't have liked the Grogu thing, but
I think
I'm just
I don't
used
have
to
the big deal with it.
yeah, I'm used to droids doing it now after 20 years of it being a thing. I mean, even on the Falcon,
I
even
love
on the
Chopper.
Falcon and Galaxy's Edge, Chewie pilots it remotely.
Yeah, and
So,
that's
like,
another. And I have an
I
issue
don't
with
like
yeah.
that.
also.
I don't like that either. But like,
Yeah.
I'm
It's
used
dumb.
to it after 2 years
Chewie
of
will
doing it.
pilot you in remote. It's like, couldn't he have just done that
The whole
whole
mission
time?
now?
Then
Like,
why
yeah.
am I risking my life?
No, we were out of signal range.
Maybe
and
yeah, we're out of
he
transmission.
did it from Batu as soon as we
The
got
Bluetooth wouldn't connect.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. He didn't
Star
do his
Wars
auto
Bluetooth.
payment on his Bluetooth.
The
you know,
Bantha tooth.
Bantha tooth.
So Pelimato gives him some dung worms, I think she called them,
Something like that.
and then
I was eating breakfast too. I'm like, really? I'm eating breakfast
and
right
then
now. Come on.
she doesn't like his real name after R2. It's like it's Grogu.
That's a
bitch.
dumb name. I
Yeah.
think that's fan service when people hated the name.
I agree.
probably.
I agree. I thought that was them writing like, okay, we'll make fans happy by saying someone in the universe.
What do they
doesn't
want him
like
named?
Worst fan service in Star
Yoda.
Wars is in Rogue One. Ponda Baba shows up. That's fucking
That probably
pointless.
is because it doesn't serve the story. Ponda Baba and Dr. Afazon,
Phazon or whatever his name is.
Whatever.
The-
They don't serve any story.
The
It's
guy
just-
from A New Hope in the cantina. I wanted into systems.
Oh, that's right.
Who gives
That's
a
right.
fuck?
Yeah, yeah,
No
yeah.
one
Yeah,
cares
you
that you're on
just
I didn't know
Jeddah.
their names, yeah.
Wha-
You can't beat
also,
that.
if he's there, why is he on Jeddah?
I know.
Yeah, is he wanted in
And
that system? Maybe.
Did he
maybe
get
not.
right off of Jeddah before it blew up?
It's stupid
He had
shit.
to,
Like
I
that.
guess.
I think
Yeah.
that's the word. And like you would have
That
had to do
is.
that then because it
Right.
starts blowing up immediately. So like
Yeah,
that's
that-
the dumbest
that
fan
is
service
now that
in
you
all
say
Star
it,
Wars.
For sure.
That just came to me. Sorry.
Yeah. But that's what that is. And that was fan service too, where it's like some fans don't like the name, so we'll make a little joke. And it's like, I don't know.
Grogu's a great name.
I love the name.
It's a good name for his
It's
species.
simple. It's easy to remember, and it like there's. It's not like his name is Luke, and you're like,
And
wait,
it's-
which Luke? Luke Skywalker or Luke?
And
What,
it's
you
good
know,
on
little
merchandise.
Luke.
So, hey.
I don't hate the name. I never
No,
understood
I
the
like the
hate
name.
because of the name. It always seems stupid to me that the people will be upset about the name.
Can I ask you guys something? Did
Go knock on the door.
Yeah.
did I lost my thought. Was Obi-Wan ever? Do we know if he ever went back to Coruscant after he chopped Anakin's legs off? Like, do we know if he ever went to Coruscant?
So if I remember correctly, in Revenge of the Sith, he does not.
No.
He just goes to.
He goes to Tatooine to drop off the kid, and we don't
And
know
before
anything
that,
past that.
He meets Bail Organa and Yoda.
on a ship that resembles the Tantive 4.
But it's
probably
not
the Tantive- it's
just
not the Tantive 4.
It's probably just a blockade runner.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
I didn't know they made that ship in the Power of the Force figures as a vehicle. Did you know
Oh,
that?
shit. No.
I saw it today. Like randomly popped up
awesome.
on like Facebook. I was like, they made the Tantive 4 in like
That's cool.
a big ass power because
Yeah.
That is
Power of the
cool.
Force is like a 5-inch scale.
Yeah.
So it's not quite Black Series, but it's a big ass, like huge. I'm like, I might need that.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's cool.
I didn't
It's
know that
probably
existed.
like $500, but
No, it's like $50.
what?
Yeah, because
Oh.
Power of the Force stuff's not that expensive.
Worth it.
It's starting to go up a little bit. I told you the other day, it's like starting
Yeah.
to go up. I'm starting to see figures like that used to be like $4 are now
Yeah.
25, and I'm like, that's a substantial jump.
I've got two predictions, I think, on who saved Grogu. For some reason, I think they might tie it into Kenobi and Obi-Wan be the one because he had to go back to Coruscant for some reason. They could.
There's nothing in Revenge of the Sith that says I'm Obi-Wan. I didn't go to Coruscant. You know?
Right.
Like, so it could happen.
So like they could figure out a way to do it. Favreau could figure out a way to do that. Or
Yeah.
here's my second, and this is one I want to think of. Think on
think I
what
like
if
it.
Anakin somehow did it? He
I've said that before, actually.
He's
Yeah,
all right.
I've
then
seen that.
then he saw Grogu, he reminded him of Yoda, and it's just like the
Last
good
moment.
thing-
That's
yeah,
exactly
like-
what I said was
Yeah.
the last moment of,
Yeah.
of
and that'll
Anakin before
help
it's Vader.
fans come to grips with him turning because people are still like he slaughtered kids. He shouldn't
He
turn.
sure did. I've got
But to
no
see him
problem
save
with
a kid will be like he saved this kid, so you know. I just now caught you said that. Okay, but what if he isn't really even saved from Order 66? He isn't killed, but what if
I'm still hoping Cal.
what if he's captured? And that's how he
Cal?
It
lives.
doesn't make any sense.
that. No, Cal's
No.
like 12.
But we don't know. But we
And
don't know
he's
how.
in a
but
ship
here's
over
the
Braca.
but here's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We don't know when he got rescued. He could have
That's
stayed
true.
there for a bit, and
Yeah.
and Fallen Order 2, Cal goes back to the temple and
Yeah.
sees Grogu sitting there,
Yeah, and
eating like a worm or some shit he found in the
Another
in the-
frog.
in the yeah, something.
I just watched the Jedi again from Mando season 2, and
Oh.
and Ahsoka says he was hidden. He was taken from the temple.
He
and,
hid his powers.
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
and she didn't necessarily say like he was taken from the temple right away
Yeah, I have this
after
in my
Order
notes
66.
too. Yeah.
So it's like okay, so maybe Anakin just like walked past him because I think you were onto something when you said with Hayden. They're going to do a scene I think where Anakin sees him and either passes by him or he's the one that hides him and then
Yeah.
just walks away. Like maybe clone troopers come in and they're like, "Sir, is there anything open?" He's like, "No, keep going."
I could just see him like seeing him, like the troopers come to him. Sir, is there any more Jedi? And he looks
Yeah.
down and sees Grogu
And
like in a
says
backpack
no.
or something, and just says no and dips out.
Yeah.
I don't think I want Kenobi saving him because then that brings up questions in canon. Would I like to see Kenobi be the one to do it? Yes. But if you're talking about all of Star Wars canon, it kind of brings up questions of like, well, why didn't he inform Yoda that this other person of his own species was still
Or why didn't he
around?
take him with him.
Why didn't Yoda take there's
Yeah.
so many implications.
That's fair.
But also, it could just be off screen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yoda could have had him like in hiding there to keep him extra protected.
Because-
like, who the fuck knows?
Because the longer we go from episode 6 of Boba Fett, the more, not officially canon, but the more people involved with Star Wars have been like, yeah, Yoda had another saber. Like it's kind of
I
been coming
know.
out. Authors of
I
comics.
don't care. That doesn't
So-
bother me at all.
No, it
it doesn't bother me at all.
So that's
because
the
like
answer.
because
he
it
just had another one.
yeah,
So-
that's fine with me. Like
and it makes sense too because he's like 900 years old.
yeah, I mean you
Anakin
go
had
through
like
one
5.
life.
and
Correct.
he was only 20.
right. I mean like,
So,
Anakin lost 2 in one movie.
Yeah,
literally, yeah.
So I'm sure Yoda, as great as he was, probably had at least 2,
yeah.
maybe more. So in 900 years. But Ahsoka never said Grogu was rescued from the temple.
Right.
So what if he wasn't killed, but he was captured, and he ends up helping Palpatine, not on his own terms, but like Palpatine is taking blood from him, or Palpatine
Grogu?
does stuff.
Well,
with him.
then
Well,
why is
that wasn't like that was like the implication of that cloning thing. Like that's what they're looking for
yeah
with Grogu.
yeah
yeah, but
that was
then-
the whole plot of Mando
so-
season 1 and 2 is like
so maybe he's not.
they want this
saved
kid
from
for a
Order
reason.
66 though. Maybe someone rescues him from Palpatine, and that's why they're like, we need his blood again. Go get him again.
part of Operation Cinder is find Grogu.
Could be.
Could-
She doesn't say he's rescued from Order 66.
He's very strong in the Force if he's that young, and,
Right.
Because like I know he's 50, but he's not 50 like what you think of as a 50-year-old.
He's a 50-year-old
He's a
in
toddler.
human terms,
Yeah.
but in
So
Yoda species terms, he's
we've never seen in
5.
canon a
Not
kid
even.
that young. I know they've talked about like who's too old to train. We've never seen it. What a kid that age
right
looks like using the Force. That's why it kind of looks a little weird when he's like shaking his hand to do like certain
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I had an issue with Grogu from the jump because I was like, how does this fit in? Like how they're gonna have to really kind of work him in, especially with like the sequels. Like it's 20 years later. 20
Yeah,
years
and
isn't
they
shit.
already
He's
did.
still a baby.
They just did now. They reworked it to be like, well, he doesn't get killed by the Knights of Ren. Now
Yeah.
he's not there. So that's so insane. Like
For
2
now.
months ago, we all were like, he's gonna die. Knights of Ren gonna kill him. But now we're like,
I'm
nope.
like, there's no good way for him out of this. But
yeah,
I guess with
they,
Mando,
they found the
it's-
good way.
Yeah.
and
so.
we all like it.
But then what happens with Mando? How old is he going to be when Mando passes? Because Mando's a
Yeah.
person.
Mando's
human.
what, like 40 maybe?
40, 50? Somewhere. I mean, I don't know the
Yeah,
actual
I'd
age, but it's
say
got to be around
He
that.
was
middle
like
age,
10
yeah.
during the Clone Wars in those flashbacks.
So he's got to be
So
50.
35 plus 10 would be at least 45, 50. Yeah,
So he's got to be 50 to be like able to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
that's
Something
funny.
like
He's
that,
the
yeah.
same age as Grogu.
Yeah.
That I bet
Isn't that nuts?
They did that on purpose. They definitely did.
Yeah, that's nuts, man.
But-
Anyway, let's get back to the show.
Well,
I mean, it's a
if-
good little Grogu tangent.
My last thing though with that is like, if he wasn't rescued from Order 66 and he is captured, maybe they tie it into the Bad Batch, and he is taken to that planet that's in the season finale of Bad Batch, called Wayland.
oh
And-
shit I didn't even think about the Bad Batch picking him up
That would make the Bad Batch good in my eyes. I'd be like, okay, we're finally connecting to
and
something.
Omega wow that would be good
Yeah. So what if he is captured?
What if
and not
Omega?
killed?
But what if Omega turns bad too, and she turns him into the Camino and
Or
to
vice
clone him?
versa. She gets captured or
I mean-
something.
She's a clone.
I know but that would be a huge turn
Well,
for
all
her
the
character
Kaminoans are dead except for what's her name?
Lama Su
Lama Su. Yeah. I almost said Lena So, but that's the Chancellor in the High Republic.
yeah
Lama Su. Yeah.
I think it's Lama Su
She's the
I
only
could be
one
wrong.
left, as far as we know, because
Yeah.
the Empire blew up Camino.
And that was
So-
the one that they walked away, right? Like the Empire
They
was
took
leading
her
her
to that planet.
Yeah,
Wayland.
Yeah.
So, what if she and Grogu get hooked up, and then the Bad Batch rescue Grogu, and that's how he breaks out of? I don't know. It could happen. That would make the Bad
You
Batch
never know.
good in my eyes, but who knows? Well, we're gonna get an answer. I think we're definitely getting an answer.
See, I don't look at the Bad Batch as bad. I look at it as just forgettable and boring.
Right.
There was something in there that I was just like, ugh, about. I was just like, okay, who cares? I don't care.
Yeah.
But season 2, I have a lot of hope for.
yeah,
Yeah.
As do I. All right, so after Pelimato, give him some dung worms, and then we go back to Boba.
Is she growing on anybody else, Pelimato?
Yeah. No, we said that last
I
week.
like her.
I like her
the
a
more
lot.
I see her,
I like her a lot.
she fits in like she's like a crazy Catwoman of Tatooine.
exactly.
Like all the
She's got
droids.
the
pit
droid
droids, yeah.
woman, crazy
Yeah,
droid
crazy
woman,
droid woman. I
who
like it.
dated a Jawa. So
That's real fucking weird, but I'll
Yep.
allow it.
Yeah.
that's
so
a fanfic I don't want to see.
No,
Go ahead.
Get on that, Taylor.
I was-
Find a
I was-
fanfic of
hey.
Pelimato and the Jawa.
Harry. Everybody just heard Brad sip on the podcast.
Oh, sorry. usually I'm more discreet with the
Me
things,
too.
but
I'm always like 15 feet away, but not
that wasn't
this time.
discreet.
Not today. Your boy's drinking mojitos. He's getting fired up.
What was I going to say? We are going back to the Boba timeline. They're in the sanctuary, and this is basically where the fight starts. Right, the Pikes are moving in on the sanctuary, and then here's an important part because Fennec Shan disappears for a hot minute. He basically tells her what's his name, the mayor's
The
assistant.
mayor. Oh, I forget
I
the major
fucking
domo,
hate
whatever
that
his
guy.
name is.
He could be very annoying, but
Who
he,
no one
he's
likes.
supposed
Supposed
to
to be.
purpose. I
He's
know.
No one likes him, yeah, but that's the point.
You're not
But
you're not supposed to like this guy. Like
No,
that's,
he's
it's
just
okay.
an annoying little
So
prick.
we learned that he's very educated on Coruscant, but he tells he tells who the hell he tells Boba Fett, Fennec Shan, and the Mandalorian where
the mayor is being held, or not
where,
being held,
no,
but where
where
he's at,
where the head of the Pikes are,
And the mayor.
and the mayor and the rest of the crime lords.
yeah.
Brad is like losing his shit about something Evan said.
No, I'm laughing at you, Courtney.
Oh, what?
Eating a flatbread.
Okay. Do you remember when I go, is that trash? And I threw the thing. So she just took fucking
All right. It's not the first time, damn.
We've all ate trash pizza in our life.
I've
Come
never
on.
eaten trash pizza. That's what made me laugh. It's just like, is that garbage? She's like, yeah. And she's like, I'm hungry. Just grabs it out of the fucking bag. Oh,
Okay,
I'm
but
sorry.
later in the episode, though, it took us all a minute. Me and Taylor were like, "Where the hell is Fennec? What's Fennec doing?" But it comes back, and we're like, "Oh
Right.
yeah, she was sent to this place
Yeah,
that
so
this guy
so
says."
Fennec gets on a speeder bike and she's going to where
go
the
take
heads
care of the
are
mayor
to,
and the
to
Pikes
try to
and-
take care of them. Yeah,
Yeah,
and see if she gets there.
that's why she disappears this episode.
Right.
The episode where Black Chrysanthemum appears, that's never answered where the hell she was.
Yeah, I know.
But this time it's like, oh
Dude,
yeah,
she was chilling. She had her feet up. She's like, Boba's in the
I
tank. I'm
guess.
good.
I
She's
guess.
watching Disney Plus.
She was filming her OnlyFans.
Oh geez, there it is. There it is.
Only Shans.
Only chance.
Fucking got him.
You can walk out now. That was
walk
great.
out.
Mic
Got it.
drop.
Only
Mic drop
Shans.
that.
You go out on top like George Costanza.
Aside from
I'm not going to say anything for the rest of the
That's
show.
your best joke. Ten Nub and only,
Only
Shans.
Shans.
That's awesome.
So and then basically Boba and Mando they send the annoying Twi'lek out
To negotiate terms of
to negotiate
quote,
terms
surrender.
of and then Boba Fett basically said
Go fuck yourself.
I know. I love the fact that the Twilight didn't read the notes.
Yeah.
He just walked out there.
Yeah.
All confident,
Also,
like-
dumb as shit. Read the thing before you get out there.
but that's his character. He's dumb. Like that's what he would do.
Yeah.
And I'm glad because for a while I was like, are we going how they did?
Do you remember this? Remember this?
I thought we were going how they used to, like in all the episodes of the Clone Wars, where it's like the good guys fake their surrender to get a diversion, and then they end up killing everyone. It's
Yeah.
like, are we doing this war crime thing again, where they just fake a surrender?
No.
But it's like, thankfully, no.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not surrendering. You guys can go, like you said. So hey, Rodian Radio, I'm not going to do it.
Yes, you are, you goddamn motherfucking asshole, bitch ass. Fuck.
Oh, I forgot to address why they're not going to be on the show tonight with Kyle, too.
Go right ahead.
So
Fuck
what-
Kyle. Nobody wants to hear him
Yeah,
talk.
no one gives a shit what you have to say, Kyle. Except your mom when she tells you that I'm great. So we have a mixer for the show when we have to have guests on, and we connect like the computer or the phone to the mixer. The mixer cable died. I've had this mixer and this cable for like since 2012, so like 10 years literally. I've had this thing for like 10 years. And the cable died, and we can't buy. We bought 3 fucking cables, and none of them will work on the mixer.
Done with it.
So I guess we're just going to get a new mixer. So hopefully next week the guys from Rodian Radio will be on the show. So that's why you guys are on the podcast. I felt so bad because it was last minute too. I'm like, hey, we got to see if it works, and then nothing works. So
This is my fault. Scourge kills equipment. Like we've.
oh, good. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we've gone through so much. So this is the curse of Scourge following me.
The Scourge curse.
For a second, I thought you said Dirge. I'm like, Dirge was in this? Where is it?
What?
Anyway, back to the show. So I just wanted to
Yeah.
give because like I was kind of vague with them over Instagram, which kind of makes me feel like shit. But I've been drinking mojitos, so we're gonna plow on through.
So we get a really badass scene here when Mando and Boba Fett fly in and they're murking them from the top. They're murking Pikes from the top.
Just like I do with
And-
Kyle's mom. Got him.
Oh,
as
murking
he's
him
reading
with
the
jizz.
fake terms where he's not really surrendering. They just drop in out of nowhere. Yeah.
Yes.
Seeing them fight side by side is great.
That was awesome.
Because, like, we haven't really seen that in live action. We got a little bit in the flashbacks in Mando of of Mandalorians using the jetpacks to fight together. But seeing 2 together for, like, a full fight scene was just epic.
Right. So they're together, and then basically the Pikes numbers start to overtake them.
Yeah.
How many fucking Pike people are on this planet?
Quite a bit.
Well-
You remember how many the Pikes? They're always in numbers every time we see them.
I know,
Yeah.
but like, god
And
damn.
I love how the Twilight guy
it's like
was
a video
like,
game. They kept respawning.
I mean, as annoying as he is, he's like, I hope to see the great mountains of Obadiah
Yeah.
one day. And it's like, I love how he said Obadiah. I'm like, okay, it's a cool reference, but like, shut up.
what is Obadiah?
That's the planet the Pikes live on.
Oh, okay.
And like, it's never been mentioned in live action. It's where Sifo-Dyas was killed. So like,
okay.
give me more of that. I want to know about Sifo-Dyas. You
Dude,
do too. Like,
he's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars because he's just so interesting. No one knows anything
Did the
about
Bad
him.
Batch go there?
I
Because they have an
don't-
episode with the Pikes.
The Bad Batch did.
I thought they did.
Season 7 had episodes of Bad Batch. Yeah, of
The Pikes.
Obadiah,
Okay.
the Pikes.
Maybe
the
I'm
Spice
thinking
Girls
of that.
arc. They end up
That's right.
where they dump the spice out for no reason.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. That's when they go to Obadiah, and we get a little bit of that backstory. there.
Okay. I'm remembering now.
So
yeah,
that was
Stephanie
cool.
is the shit because he's so like no one knows anything about this guy.
Yeah. Except for he's kind of friends with Dooku, but kind of not, because Dooku has him killed by the Pikes.
Yeah,
So who
interesting.
knows? Yeah. That's Dooku's thing. He's like, you do this for me. You
Oh,
do this for me.
And then once you're done, dead.
Yeah. He doesn't do anything himself.
Coward.
So they basically call back all of the, all of their troops as much as they can. They're like, Chrysanthemum, get back here, because we saw all the sectors,
They're
the
spread out.
mods, Chrysanthemum,
Yeah.
and anyone else that was helping.
The Gamorrean guards.
the Gamorrean guards. We have to talk about what happened to them.
R.I.P. They're
R.I.P.
the only
Gamorrean
meaningful.
guards.
Well,
Pushed off a fucking
A
cliff
cliff.
like
See,
it's
so
300, and they're
those
just like,
deaths will remain, but that's the only deaths that actually remain in Star Wars.
If
so.
if that scene was done by Zack Snyder, who I
Slow
do
motion.
want to talk about that. Yeah, they'd be like, "This is Tatooine."
was that Zack Snyder?
Yeah.
300?
Was it? Yeah. That was.
Are you
that was
fucking?
Snyder? Yeah.
Oh shit, dude! I love that fucking movie. I watch that movie like once a year. It just gets me fucking. I just want to go work out, and then I don't.
So yeah, the Gamorrean guards, like damn, like they're
'cause,
done.
Like
Rest in
we
peace.
kind of got like attached to them a little bit
A
over
little
the
bit,
season.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you see, Boba cares about them. When the one gets like really murked by Chrysanthemum, Boba's like, "Get him to my bacta tank."
Yeah.
It's like, so you get attached. Like, I actually teared up a little bit. Like, I didn't cry, which I do a lot in Star Wars, but this time I teared up. I didn't cry.
So Chrysanthemum was getting his ass handed
I
to him
want to
by
see
the
how he got out of that
Trandoshans.
though. I was like, he had
he's a-
85 people on top.
he's
of
a
him.
G.
How the hell did he get out of that?
He's a G.
Don't just cut away and be like, he's fine.
It's more believable than you think because when you if you watch UFC fights, and this is a real like weird way to look at it, but like guys will be getting the shit kicked out of him and then throw a haymaker and the dude's out. Like it's very
It's
possible.
just
that-
adrenaline, basically. Like,
it's
a little bit
it's
of
possible that could happen.
that.
Like,
Okay.
it's not
I mean,
like
I would
outside
love
of
to
our
see
possibility.
that though. Him just throwing everybody off him.
Oh,
I thought
he
he
also
would.
came
That
back
would
and he
be
was like dragging his ankle on
for
the ground.
one
So,
scene,
yeah.
but then
He
the
got-
next
he
scene he's
got
like,
murked.
I'm fine. It's like,
Yeah, he
what's
was
going
still
on?
kind of limping around.
yeah. So,
But so everyone who's still alive gets back to that spot, and they're overtaken, they're overrun, and then Freetown shows up without Cobb Vanth. It's led by the bartender dude.
Was anyone else surprised by this? I was surprised he wasn't there.
me too. I thought it was going to be him leading the charge.
I thought he'd be like in a
I was
sling or
then I was
something with a
happy-
pistol.
I wasn't happy because he was dead, like, because I don't want him to be dead, but I was like happy that I'm like, they're keeping him dead. Like, it's an official death.
Yes.
At least
It's a meaningful death. I was so excited.
if
I'm
it's
like, hey.
not dead, then it's like because he's not dead. He's in a back to tank.
Right.
They wouldn't be putting a dead person in a back to tank.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
We'll get to
But,
the
like,
end, but like at this
At
moment,
least he's not helping because it
at
makes
this
it more.
moment, I was
They
like,
like
it's a
they're
meaningful
inspired
thing.
by
It's an
him
impactful
being
thing.
injured.
Yeah. So in that moment, I was happy. At the end of the episode, we'll see. But I was like, hey,
I'm all
they're
for it. I
keeping
love
it for
Cobb
real.
Vanth.
He's actually dead. Sweet. And the guy that was like, Freetown doesn't want any part of this. That's city folk fights.
He was the one
He was
leading
leading
it.
the charge.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what I
mean,
love.
the guy who freed their town,
Yeah.
almost died.
Yeah.
So they're
And
there. They show up.
The speeder they come in is in the special editions of A New Hope.
Nice.
It just doesn't have a gun on top of it.
What?
The hell was
I think
that?
that was Jackson.
What?
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, I think that was Jackson. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
it scared me
I
too.
was like, Kadani Village is haunted by the ghost of a giraffe or some shit.
It
It was one of those giraffes because
Scared the
Yeah.
shit out of
they
me.
You know
do
the
make
dr-
that noise, but that was just, yeah.
you know the giraffes like they just drop from their mother like 6 feet up
Yeah.
in the air.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a ghost of one that fell on his neck and died instantly.
Oh, my Jack fell on his neck today and wouldn't talk to
Jackson.
me for an hour. He wouldn't like.
Aw.
He was jumping. He was in my lap and he jumped out and like when I put him down, he like boosted off
Aw.
and he landed on his neck and he wouldn't like. It wouldn't have anything to do with me for an hour.
Aw.
I was like, "Did you think I threw you on your fucking head, dude?"
Yep.
Anyway,
But so that speeder, I mean, it wasn't the exact speeder, I guess. It
Hey,
could have
buddy.
been. But seeing that type of speeder again was cool.
Yeah.
Even with a
That was
gun
cool.
mounted on top. I was like, hey, that's cool. It's like a cool callback. Like they would have this old, it's like a pickup truck, you know? Like
Yeah.
they would have that lying around.
So they basically get behind that vehicle,
Yeah.
and they're still getting overtaken by the Pikes. But then they start backing off
Yeah.
because because Freetown I think helped them get the Pikes off.
Yeah, and is it Din that's like they're retreating or whatever? They're falling back. Someone says that, and everyone cheers. Like that cheer was such a stock sound effect. It was like, I was like, okay.
And then Din was the one who saw through all the buildings because Tatooine's made of shit.
Not heat vision, but his
his helmet,
Mando vision, whatever. Yeah,
that's gotta suck to see in that. Like,
I feel like he can switch it on and off.
I hope because they showed it in the Jedi, and then they showed it in this season of Book of Boba Fett
when he finds the clan of two, the armor and Paz. Paz Vizsla. Yeah.
So then, the droids start turning around. So these are like evolved.
They're the Scorponok Annihilator droids.
There you go. Yeah. But they're like bigger destroyers, right?
Droidicas, basically. It's like the evolution of droidicas.
Yep.
Now, they've never been in any comic or TV show or cartoon or anything, but they are in reference books, so they've been around for a while.
Okay.
And they're like the most expensive droid ever. That's why you never see them. They're like the most expensive droid to make ever.
Okay.
So the Pikes used all of their money to make these 2 droids. That's why there's 2 of them.
3. There were 3.
3?
Yeah.
See, I need to watch it again. So
there were
still
3.
though, they really spent the bank on these 3 droids.
Because Mando, Darksaber's one of them, and then the Rancor rips out the other 2.
The other 2, okay.
Yeah. So we're getting to that point now. So they split off. Basically, Mando and Boba are like distracting and fighting basically all these droids, and Freetown and everybody takes off the other way.
Yeah.
And I think the plan for them is just to try to get away, and like as Din and Boba are distracting these droids.
Yeah.
So I thought this was cool. When Mando takes the Darksaber out, ignites it, and he just cannot get through.
Right.
I thought it was cool too.
We keep forgetting about the Darksaber. Like every time he pulls it out, I'm like, oh yeah, he's got the Darksaber. Yeah. It's like I don't know how I keep forgetting that.
And then they basically find out their proton and something else weapons like don't work against the thing.
Yeah, and maybe they didn't answer it, and like I don't expect them to answer everything, especially something this nerdy. But like in the Clone Wars and stuff in previous media, you could get not weapons, but you could put things inside that shield and they would blow up. Or you could walk into the shield and kill them from the inside. So maybe this is like an advanced shield. I don't know. But I was like, how can they not just get inside the shield and kill them?
You good over there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. What was I going to say? There was a little foreshadowing. Remember when Chrysanthemum like put his big ass hand?
Yeah.
Like it started to break the shield a little bit.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, so like sheer force are like the only things that could probably take these motherfuckers down.
Yeah. And I mean, in like the Clone Wars movie with Anakin and Ahsoka, they just like go under a box one time, and then the Separatist shield goes over them, and then they're inside the shield. So I'm like, is this a more advanced shield? Why can't we just do that again?
It's got to be more advanced with these like Scorpion.
And there's episodes where they're training the people with the help of Saw Gerrera, and you can throw like a detonator, a thermal detonator, and it'll roll into the shield and then blow up from the inside.
Okay.
So I'm like, why can't we just do that again? But maybe just advanced. Like I don't need nerdy stuff nerdy answered in the TV show.
Yeah. So it's basically Boba's like peace and leaves it up to Din to distract these 3 droids. Well, one of them's chasing everybody.
Yeah.
And then there's like 2 that Din's kind of fucking with. And then Boba leaves, and Brad, you said you knew exactly where he was going.
I knew where he was going because we haven't seen the Rancor anywhere else other than him wheeling in on a thing and then like his claws.
Yeah.
And that one table scene. So I was like, they're definitely gonna bring this somehow.
Yeah.
But it's not how I thought. I thought he was gonna be like a slow lumbering kind of because that's what we see in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And then you see him like he's jumping off buildings and shit.
He's
King
Kong. He's basically King Kong.
He was literally in that scene where he's like climbing up the thing. I'm like, that's definitely 100% King Kong.
King Kong. But
I feel like Robert just wanted to do a King Kong homage. So he's like, I got a Rancor.
I'm fine with that. It's cool.
So before that, we finally get Boba. He comes in like the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. Kind of you hear the roar first, and everyone's just like, whoa. And then you see the top of him, kind of like you'd see the T-Rex head.
Yeah.
Walking, behind the fence. So then you're like, oh, the fucking Rancor. If you hadn't figured out by now, you're about to.
Yeah.
He comes over the building, and Boba's riding him. That's just cool. A cool payoff.
Yep. Like a bantha.
Like a Rancor.
Now,
the Rancor.
When in this equation do we get Din and his reuniting with Grogu?
It's in this time frame
It's in
because
this time
it's in this time frame,
which
It's-
was my favorite part of the
It's so
episode.
cool.
we can get
Like,
there because
Pelly's-
Boba shows up and he
Yeah.
starts murking the droids.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Pelly's
and
on this.
takes a while.
I don't know what
Yeah.
it's called, but the thing from Attack of the Clones.
Yep.
She's
Oh,
on
yeah.
pulled by a droid,
That's
like a little
right.
skiff pulled by a droid.
kind of like a rickshaw. Just
It is
a ri-
it's a droid rickshaw.
Star
yeah.
Wars rickshaw. That's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
See, he's smart. Telling you.
I actually remember it from a Seinfeld episode.
Oh, that's what. See, Seinfeld's
The
good too.
bing,
Newman.
What's the deal? We're rickshaws.
What's the deal with you suck? Newman and
Who's Rick and why does he Shaw?
What's the? Why is Rick doing all this showing? Come on, guy, get a fucking horse.
Is there a Bob Shaw?
Oh,
and a
he wouldn't
Tom
say fucking.
Shaw?
He'd be like,
It's a-
get a dang horse.
it's a great episode because Newman and Kramer somehow end up with a rickshaw, so they employ homeless to like drive people around and
Yes,
charge
I
people in
remember
New
that.
York.
Yes, that's yep. That's like their whole shtick because
Yeah.
they just like scheme and
Yeah.
plan and why did I say scheme?
Scheme,
They scheming over there. Dude, why is he always scheming?
yeah.
Maybe that was my Dark Knight callback. I'm not a schemer. I don't know.
Schemer?
Is that what he says or planner? What's he say?
Wait,
The
what?
Joker.
The Joker-
I'm not a planner. or
Do I look like a
schemer.
guy with a
Oh
plan?
yeah, planner. Yeah,
Planner?
yeah.
Okay. See, I don't even know.
He never says scheme. Yeah.
No. Okay.
Just
Do
so-
I look like a guy with a plan?
Yeah, exactly.
When you really do have a plan, but I love that about him. Like he's so
This is like I'm like a dog.
a dog chasing cars.
Yeah, I'm like a dog
Chasing
I wouldn't know-
cars.
I
I
wouldn't know if I caught
All he
one,
wants
I
to do
wouldn't
is
know
what I
what
got
yeah.
one.
which
Yeah.
is true. Like what would a dog do?
I'm so glad that like died off everyone being the Joker for Halloween.
That too. Yeah, that was the thing. It was a Joker.
It's
the
gonna be
Harley
Riddler
Quinn,
this year,
and-
so
yep.
yeah, get excited. You're gonna see 10,000 Riddlers.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Brad will be one of them.
To talk to you.
That voice is Paul
It's
Dano's.
good.
I'm
Paul
so
Dano's gonna do
fucking
well.
jacked for this movie.
I think.
Controversial. I'm more excited for this than I am the Star Cruiser. That movie.
Whoa.
And I paid $5,000 for the
You
Star
sure did,
Cruiser.
but
or
so am I.
2,500.
Batman is my G, my number one. So it's
It's the only
hard not
DC thing that gets me this excited. Like I'm so, and I swear to God, if you guys go back and listen to old podcasts I did when they were talking about this new movie
Yeah.
coming out with, and they were casting it, I kept going, Robert Pattinson. He's got to.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
Yeah, you've been behind him since day one.
I've been saying the shit before
Most
day one.
people were not,
But,
and
like,
now they're all like, "Yeah, I love him."
It's
like,
got to be Robert
did you love
Pattinson.
him though? But you have always backed him. Yeah.
He's an incredible actor. He's incredible. Fucking love everything he's in, even the Twilight movies.
You heard it here. Brad's
New
favorite
Dawn's the
movies,
shit.
Twilight.
He said it before, yeah.
Clips is dope. It's what it is.
Um,
Don't at me.
where the hell were we with this episode?
The Grogu thing.
Yeah,
Grogu
the
reuniting
rickshaw,
on
rickshaw.
the rickshaw.
What's a deal with Shawrick? So they.
It's a Star Wars
he
name.
sees Pelimato like,
It is.
what the hell are you doing here? Turn around, turn around, turn
Yeah.
around. So
Yeah, he's like, "Get out of here."
yeah, the droid flips around and starts to go faster. Mando jumps on the back of the rickshaw, and then that's when Pelimato
He's like, "Look what's here!
Yeah.
Look who's here!" Yeah, that was
sees
great.
him. And he's like, oh
And
my
then-
god,
And then
good
he
to see you.
Jumps on him.
he kind of like puts his shirt down a little bit, and he's like, "You got the
That's
armor."
the
You-
Cutest
That's at
thing
the
in the
end.
world
Yeah,
is he jumps on him and like touches his face.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, he's
Yeah.
all about like
he
He's
jumps
like,
up
"Why do
into
you
his
got the helmet
arms.
on
Yeah.
again? Like, what are you doing with this helmet?" Like, yeah.
it's the cutest shit in the world, man.
Mhm.
It was I that made me tear up.
Oh yeah.
Could
Easily.
have been the codeine, but I definitely teared up.
It was good. It was a good reunion.
I loved
It was
it.
a really good reunion. So they're in trouble. And then it crashes, and then Din
Yeah.
catches him mid
Oh yeah, he
mid
uses
air.
the jetpack to
Yeah.
like, boost over.
He
and catch
boosts
him.
up real quick and he catches Grogu and
He's
lands
like,
right on. him.
Peli, you can die. You know it's
Well,
fine, but
yeah.
I gotta catch Grogu.
Yeah, I
Close,
mean,
yeah.
if you had to pick one,
Oh
who
yeah, I mean,
dies?
as yeah, we all.
Could you imagine if that's the end of Grogu?
He's like, I
Fucking
chose Peli
accident.
instead. We're all starting to
Din-
like Peli, but like
Din
you gotta
lands on
choose.
him.
Oh my god! And just
Oh, he lands
squishes
on
him.
top of him. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, remind me to tell you a story about something like that after this.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I don't want.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
saying it here because it's
Okay.
dark. But
Anyway, so we
Is
get
it more foot tacos?
no,
Jesus Christ.
it was leg tacos. but
Leg
yes.
tacos. Okay.
What you doing, Jack?
Toe nitas.
Just stop, please.
Legacoa.
Barbacoa. So we're going through and
Cafacoa.
sure.
There it is.
Sure. Sure. So we're at the end. Basically, they're on the ground. I know Peli. I think Din gives Grogu to Peli, and the mayor's assistant, who like Pelimato finds. They're like shooting. They're shooting against the droids, and then the Rancor shows up to save them. Basically, destroys one of the other droids. And correct me if I'm wrong here. He destroys the two of them. But then Boba gets Cad Bane shows up. That's right.
Yeah, and we've seen in this now, like, Corsantin can take a beating because he's limping. He's been shot, stabbed. He got stabbed in the back, like literally. So he takes a beating. But the Rancors too, they keep getting like shot in the chest.
Yeah, he's
They
getting
He got like
scratched.
fucked up.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Rancors can take.
I
a
thought he
lot.
died at one point.
Yeah, me too. I was like, dang, the Rancor's just gone. But no, like they can take a beating, and it makes sense. They're freaking tanks, so like yeah, it makes sense. But it shows how brutal they can be and how much they can take. But with Corsantin too, like he was a freaking gladiator. Like that was a normal day, like a normal Tuesday for him.
Yeah.
Was that back in the day? So yeah.
We actually forgot to talk about a really cool scene. The first time Boba and Cad Bane see each other.
Oh
When-
yeah,
when-
because there's
when-
like a preview where they both are like talking. Yeah, they have a little standoff.
Yeah,
and
Cad
they're like,
shows
they
up.
both are like, we both have backup gunners.
Yeah.
and the pikes pop out
I
of
don't,
the
I don't remember
roofs.
this at all.
No.
Oh,
yeah.
that was a great scene.
Cad's basically they basically he comes. He's like, I'm here to negotiate your terms of surrender or something like that.
Yeah.
Like this is your last chance.
Yep.
And then Boba comes out. They almost duel. Like they almost fight each other because
Cad's like mentally taunting him.
Oh, and then he has like the snipers and stuff on the
Yeah.
roof.
Yeah.
Okay, I do remember
Yeah.
this. I thought this was all in one fell swoop though. This was at the beginning of the episode.
This
Yeah,
happened
closer
way
to the beginning,
earlier.
yeah.
Oh,
Closer
really?
To the
Fennec-
R2
Oh,
scene.
because then he
Yeah.
comes back at the end.
Fennec,
okay.
Fennec Shan talks Boba out of fighting him.
Oh yeah, because Cad's
Yeah.
messing with his brain.
Yep.
And he's about to
I
like,
can
okay,
take
let's
him.
duel.
I
Yeah.
can take him.
Yeah, and Fennec's like, no, now's not
Yeah,
the time.
I forgot about that. Was like right after they walk out of the sanctuary, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
At the beginning. Okay.
That was a good scene. I forgot all about that.
So now
all
we're back.
coming together.
So we're now back to this when Cad Bane shows up again. After like the pikes are dead.
Cad disappears for a long time.
He does, but he comes back
Yep.
at the right spot. Cad,
Yeah.
he comes back. So he's right in front of the Rancor, and he just shoots fire in his face like twice.
Oh, all the time.
yeah. And
Like
Oh, he's like holding it in front of his
Yeah,
face.
he's
At
holding
least
it in
3 or
front
4
of his-
times. Yeah.
yeah, he gets him a lot, and then basically Boba gets bucked off, and the
Yeah.
Rancor
Dips out.
dips out. Yeah. So after the Rancor dips out, it's
Mano y mano.
mano y mano. Yeah. Boba versus Cad Bane.
And this is where we get like super inside baseball, where it's like the introduction of live action Cad Bane was just like, he's a scary bad guy. You don't need to know anything else.
Yeah.
But this one, it's like, you don't need to know it because they're talking about it, but they mention how like Cad Bane used to teach Boba and how
Yep.
they know each other. And it's like, if you've seen Clone Wars and read the comics, you're like, yeah, I
Yeah.
know all this.
This is
So
your
this
li-
is
yeah.
super nerdy here.
Consider this your final lesson.
Yeah, because he's been
Yeah.
teaching him ever since he was like 10 years old.
Yep. Oh, so good. So they get in a standoff, and Cad Bane hits
Outshoots
him
him like
Outshoots
3 times.
him like
'Cause
crazy.
he's like, I'm faster than you.
yeah.
Give up, old man. Stuff like that. He's just taunting him.
And Boba's like, that may be, and he admitted, he's like, yeah, you are faster than
And
me.
he keeps saying like something like, without your armor, you're nothing, or take off that armor or something. Like he's taunting him about his armor too.
Boba said kind of a cheesy thing. He's like, but I have armor.
He said
Right.
you shouldn't have lost your armor.
And he kept telling that to Cobb Vanth too. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he said that to Cobb Vanth last week.
Yeah.
So, and then Cad Bane's about to kill him. He takes his helmet off after shooting him
He's about
over
to shoot him
and
in
over
the
and over
face
again.
when he
yeah.
says, "Consider this your
Yep.
last lesson." Yeah.
And then Boba closes his eyes and kind of like channels the Tusken Raiders and grabs that weapon.
Yep.
And
This is really who he is.
Yeah.
He's not the armor. He
Right.
is. Yeah.
knocks him. And this was essentially, I think, like the death of the old Boba finally, and
Yeah.
the emergence of like what he's going to be from here
Yeah.
on
Because
out.
this whole series was just, or season was just about him
His,
figuring
like,
out
rebirth,
if he's
yeah.
if he's really his dad, where he has to have the armor, has to have this power, whatever, and also being like, or should I be more like the Tuskens who like
Right.
invigorated my life, saved my life, basically.
Right.
Do you guys think it's weird that we haven't gotten the confirmation if season 2 is coming yet or not? When they
I
fucking
thought for
announced
sure we were gonna.
when they
I thought for
announced
sure.
Andor's got a season 2 already, we don't even know a fucking date for that yet.
Hey, more Ben Mendelsohn. Give me it. That's fine.
I don't know.
I think we're just gonna get Boba
after watching
back in
Rogue One
Mando
again.
3.
After watching Rogue One again, who cares about this character? Is there a fan? Like, is there a fan group of people who love this character that I'm just
I
not?
think
aware
there
Andor?
of?
is. There
No,
Yeah,
is.
Cassian?
I think there
I've
is.
never heard anyone say he's my favorite Star Wars character.
I agree with that.
Ever.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
But there are people that like him.
I don't dislike him, but like a whole show based on him,
Like I said,
unless it's like the
See,
Boba Fett thing where
I
it's
was
like
about
the
to say.
time frame.
Yeah.
This
is
isn't
what you're
gonna be
focusing on,
Andor.
not necessarily him. It's just he's the catalyst.
Yeah.
It's a catchy name. You know
Yep.
that it's a star. Like maybe it's that.
That's what it is.
So if it's that,
100%.
I'm here for it because I love Ben Mendelsohn and I just want to see.
That's
I,
what it's gonna be.
I really hope you get to see flashbacks because I really
Coruscant.
that scene
Galen.
in the Catalyst, which is another book. If you like Rogue One, doesn't
I do.
Kyle like Rogue One or does he
No.
not like Rogue One?
No,
Oh,
he
he's
doesn't
with me
like
on
it.
that one.
Okay,
Okay.
I like it.
If you like Rogue One, you need to read Catalyst.
I will. Yeah.
I have
Wanna
the
learn more
audiobook
about
for
Krennic
it.
and Galen's
That's one of my
relationship?
favorite
There's
scenes in Rogue
flashbacks.
One. Is that like 3-second scene?
That's
of them and
that's
Coruscant.
from a book,
Okay.
I want
and you
more
get to
of
see the whole
Galen
scene
and
play out
Krennic
in the
together.
book, and it's awesome.
Can you imagine?
It's the shit. That's a great
Why am
book.
I forgetting the actor that plays Galen? But can you imagine Ben Mendelsohn and
Galen
Oh,
Erso
there's
is-
100% an animal out there.
Really?
I just saw flashlights on one of them. It was like a cow.
you saw the eyes, or did
Yes.
you just see the?
Oh, that's terrifying. There's a flash of a cow's face in the dark. Let's see.
The flashlights. Yeah, there's one standing like right there. There it is. You see
There it is. Oh yeah, fuck.
It's like a
Oh,
bull.
see?
It's like
Look,
a
come here,
cattle.
come here. This is
Hey, I
wild.
got
It's like a
4 more nights
Watusi
of
cattle.
seeing this. I'll be okay.
Yeah,
Is
that's
it
cool.
Ankali cattle?
Could be. Yeah,
It's got
It's
like
one of the
really
two.
weird antlers and stuff.
that's cool. So
You know
Yeah.
the fun fact about those Ankali cattle antlers? They're honeycombs, so they are really light. They don't
Ooh.
weigh that much.
that's right.
Yep.
Where'd you learn that?
The amazing Kilimanjaro safaris.
Yeah, Brad.
Y'all can suck it. That ride sucks, and you know it.
Nope.
No, it
It's
doesn't.
like being at a zoo.
It used to be even better.
No.
Hey, side tangent. Do you know Little Red is now on the Jungle Cruise?
Is he really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
They brought back the animatronic from Kilimanjaro
Oh, funny.
and put Little Red on the Jungle Cruise.
Funny.
He's at Trader Sam's now. Yeah. You remember Little Red?
Yeah, from the poaching stuff.
Yeah.
That's it.
That
Jungle
animatronic
Kingdom?
is now
Jungle
at
Kingdom.
Trader
What the fuck did I
Sam's.
say?
Not the bar, but Trader Sam's scene in Jungle Cruise.
No way.
Yeah, I love that.
That used to be at like one of the cast service
Yep.
buildings here.
Yep,
It
they
was
said
the
we
one
just
right
brought
here on
in
Reams
cast
Road.
Services, and they're like, you know what? Let's put it at Trader
That's
Sam's.
dope.
Yeah, that's
I like
awesome.
that.
We need more of that kind of Imagineering.
So, do we think Cad Bane's dead? I think he is.
Yes. He gets stabbed in the fucking chest
Yeah,
with a
I know.
Tusken Raider thing.
Yeah.
He's not a Force
Death
user, so you
means
can't
nothing
call
in Star
that.
Wars. Neither is Cobb Vanth. Neither is Hunter.
Yeah, but Kaveh, you can at least go, even if you don't like the
He was
death,
shot
he
in the
was shot in the shoulder and he
Yeah.
got put in a back.
He was
to
shot
tank.
in
Hunter
the
was
shoulder.
shot in the chest and fell off a mountain.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you about that one.
It's a fucking cartoon.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
a
guess.
it's a
I
cartoon.
guess. Death means nothing anymore in every franchise.
I didn't
so-
know she was out there, and that
See
scared the
anything?
shit out of me.
See anything? No.
Oh, it got scared me so bad.
But
Good
I mean,
Christ.
as much as I love live action
I thought you were
Cobb
in the
Vanth,
bathroom.
the story, yes, I hope he's dead. I want more live action Cobb Vanth.
Wait, Cobb
or-
Vanth or Cad Bane?
Sorry,
yeah.
Cad Bane.
Okay.
See, but weird ass
I
names. But
think
yes.
you're right about Obi-Wan, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get younger Cad Bane in live
I
action.
think you're 100% on
Yeah.
with that. I think
Vader's
you're-
gonna hire him to
Yeah.
go look for Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yep. Just as how they introduced live action Ahsoka.
Yep.
Makes people go watch all the animated stuff.
Exactly.
Live action Cad Bane, watch animated stuff. Cad
Exactly.
Bane's back in Kenobi.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Smart.
so
He
yeah,
got stabbed
so
in the chest. So, he's
so
gotta
he
be
gets stabbed in
dead.
the chest, said he's dead. And then the Rancor gets on the loose,
I've-
and the Rancor's tormenting everybody.
Anyone else feel like this was just like out of nowhere? Like
87
oh,
minutes
okay.
long.
I was like, oh, okay. I guess we're doing Fight the Rancor now. Like I didn't see it coming.
Well, yeah.
I don't
really.
I don't get the I didn't get the logic of why the Rancor could beat up these shields.
It's
Because he's
just
strong?
brute force. Yeah. They
But a lightsaber
foreshadowed
couldn't go
it
through
with
it.
I know they foreshadowed it with Chrysanthemum. It was like strength.
Oh, I didn't
And the dark
Remember he's
saber
like,
gets heavier and harder to
I
swing.
didn't even catch that.
So Din
You're right.
couldn't
They did
beat it
foreshadow
as
that.
easily. Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
It was
at all.
it was
Yeah.
really good because when that happened with Chrysanthemum, I'm like, oh, he's getting in, and then I'm like, oh, they showed that for a reason.
Yeah.
And then
I
the
didn't
Rancor
catch it.
basically just said, yeah, I'm stronger. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck this thing
Yeah.
up.
I love how the Rancor like smashed it into the ground.
Yes.
And it went into the ground
Yeah.
as like the shields were saving it a little bit. That was cool. But like they over time they wore down.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. The integrity of the shields broke down.
So they're trying to figure out how to basically get the Rancor away. Din tries to get on him and ride him, but he gets bucked off a
Yeah,
bunch.
Yep.
And Din is just getting his ass kicked as everybody's shooting at him.
See, this is where we go back to the whole formula of things are looking bad. Grogu, save the day. Like we twice in this episode it happens. So I'm
He's
like,
a Force user, man. I mean, like
he's a Force user. Yeah,
Yeah, but-
he had to. And remember, he helped kill one of the droids because he stole part of its leg with the Force.
As I'm saying, that's the
Yeah.
2 times this episode where it's like things look bad. Grogu, save us.
Well,
like-
he didn't exactly save him the first time. That droid was still shooting at him.
Yeah.
It just helped because
He got like blasted across, didn't he? No, I'm thinking of the retraining remote.
Yeah,
that's what
yeah,
you got. That's
yeah,
what
you're
you got.
thinking of the remote.
Okay.
So
Yeah, to see Grogu do this though, now he doesn't pass out after he does
Right.
something because he trained with Luke,
Well-
so he can,
well,
That's true.
that was cool though because he uses the Force on the Rancor,
yes,
kind of puts it to sleep a little bit,
Yes.
and he doesn't pass out. That was the cutest
yes,
thing.
he does. He walks over to him and then he falls
He
asleep.
takes a little nap curled
Yeah.
up next to it. That was the cutest
you're
thing.
Right. He
was just
does take a nap next
He's
to the
like rubbing his
Rancor.
little
But
head against the Rancor.
that was a little
like,
much. I mean, he had to control a whole fucking Rancor.
Yeah, that
He
would
just had to like
that-
make that goddamn beast sleep.
that would make damn near any Jedi pass
Yeah.
out. I feel like, yeah.
Is Grogu like a really powerful Jedi? And if he is, isn't he kind of wasting his potential?
Well, what they say, what
God, I sound like all my teachers growing up.
what Dr. Pershing say
Brad's
about
really
his,
smart, but he's not living up to his
Brad's
potential.
wasting his potential.
Dude, the amount of times I fucking heard that.
What Dr. Pershing say about his M count? Was it like the highest or one?
Yeah,
of
it was the
highest?
highest, right? Because I felt like we didn't. That was like a
I mean,
new thing.
in Phantom Menace, Anakin has the highest, higher,
Even higher than Master Yoda.
Yep, higher than Master Yoda. So Grogu's has to be up there.
Is it 800?
I don't remember them.
Well, I'll have to go check that out.
Yeah.
So he puts the Rancor to sleep, and it's basically we're wrapping up Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
We see obviously Freetown goes back to Freetown. We get Boba and Fennec Shan walking down the streets of oh no, I'm sorry. We go to the scene where Fennec Shan kills all the crime leaders and hangs the fucking mayor.
Yeah, you
That
see his
shit was
freaking-
dark.
you see his
Yeah.
feet dangling
Dude,
there.
that
was
shit
crazy.
Yeah.
She's
I
a
love
badass.
Star Wars violence. I love when it gets dark like
And
that.
see, that was Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah,
like, that's what you
100%.
think when you think Robert.
100%.
Like, that's him.
Yeah, Fennec Shan was badass in that scene.
I didn't realize who that was. I was like, who? And I was like, that was Fennec.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, she's a G.
Well, because for a while we all forgot where she went. We're like, where the hell's Fennec? What's she doing? But it's like,
Don't forget
she was sent on this.
from the Bad Batch and from the first season of Mandalorian, Fennec Shan's kind of ruthless.
yeah,
Just
Yeah,
a tad
uh-huh.
ruthless.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
what's
get
funny
softer
is
in your old age, like Boba
in-
does.
in Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett, she's always telling Boba, chill out,
Yeah.
relax, not this time, not this time. So
She
it's
hung
funny
a
to see her.
motherfucker.
Yeah, now she just hangs somebody.
She hung
but-
a dude. She hung an Ithorian.
Yeah.
That was good. So, and then she goes back. They're walking down the streets of Tatooine. They're getting watermelons. That Boba eventually.
Melly-roons. They're
Yeah,
getting Melly-roons.
Melly Runes.
From Rebels.
I've
They're also in Galaxy's
All right.
Edge.
I'm not shocked you
Fucking
know
nerd.
this.
Get
Jesus
this right.
Christ.
You get this right. You're gonna eat him on the Star Cruiser. I hope.
Oh, that'd be dope.
I hope.
Probably. Then after that,
Some of us sooner than others. Go fuck
Yeah.
yourself.
he
Hopefully our
whatever.
mask won't be on there.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah.
they're off
You're
for
gonna have to
both
wear
of us.
masks.
I
You-
probably will.
Universal Orlando. I love you. I do.
I love the fact
I
you
really,
don't have
really
to wear
do.
masks.
Yep. That
Just
is
go
nice.
right. I'm gonna go back now.
Yeah.
I haven't gone back since then.
So we get it wrapped up. He tosses the whatever thing that only Evan knows to Chrysanthemum. Melly Runes. There you go. And then the mod makes a stupid joke. Oh, through the Wookiee get the melon. Hey, get the
I don't
fuck
even
outta
remember
here.
that.
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, it's
The-
as
the-
they're panning out.
The mod 360 no scope is the highlight of the whole episode. That's
All right.
all.
So that ends Book of Boba Fett.
Ugh, it's not that.
So
No.
here. Oh, it's not. Oh, the
the final X-wing scene with Grogu in the back.
oh, the
and
oh
he
the
keeps-
N1
the
Starfighter,
NS
yeah.
the N1 Starfighter.
Yeah,
He keeps
he's in his little
he
bubble
keeps,
and he keeps
he
tapping
uses
the
the
glass.
ball. Remember, he taps the
Yep.
glass like 4 times.
Yeah,
And he's like, and Mando's like, fine.
Fine.
Yeah,
Me-
they-
yeah.
they
And
just
also,
laugh.
also, that's exactly what it's like having a kid.
yes.
Kids
Yes.
screaming, "Can we do this? Can we do it?" No. Fine. Quit fucking asking me. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it's like being a dad. So
Yes.
they captured that moment perfectly.
So, and then we get
Perfectly.
we get the final. We see Cobb Vanth in the back of the tank.
Cool. Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. I don't
guess.
care either. I love Cobb Vanth. He's one of my favorite characters. But if I don't see him in live action anymore, I'll be fine with it.
Me too.
He won't fit in anywhere else. That's kind of my only thing. Like he's not going to be in Obi-Wan.
Right.
So it's like, am I okay with not seeing him in? I think he served his purpose.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be rough because I love that character so much. It's gonna be tough to not see him. But do you guys think that this show like lived up to the legacy of Boba Fett?
Yeah, because there was no legacy of Boba Fett.
It's true. There was no
No,
legacy.
Yes.
hang on. We know that because we have functioning brains.
yeah,
But
To
there
all
are
the
people-
fans that are
there are
obsessed
people
with him
who-
for no
No.
reason.
No.
There's plenty of people who love Boba Fett like irrationally,
Yeah, well,
and it's like why?
as much as I love Taylor's mom, she loves Boba Fett, and she loved this finale. She said it was badass. She's like, "This is awesome." She loved the finale. She
I don't
loved
think we're getting a second season.
it. I don't think
really
so. now.
don't
I was
because
convinced.
none of the episodes made a splash until Mando showed up.
Yeah.
So if I'm Disney, why the fuck would I make another season of a show that no one liked when the only episode not no one liked, but you know what I'm saying? Like the
media is
media
going like,
backlash
this
is
a
going like this
failure.
isn't
Disney
great.
Plus newest failure.
I saw a thing before I got here. It was like why fans don't want Robert Rodriguez touching Star Wars again.
God.
And I'm like, first off, no one said that.
Yeah.
right.
Stop
That's like
it.
The same
He's
article
fine.
That was like hardcore Star Wars fans hate the Star Cruiser, and I'm like, No,
No one's been on it yet.
I don't hate
but
it.
also, no one's been on it yet.
Yeah.
So shut the fuck up.
IGN has, and they gave it a spectacular review.
And they hate everything.
They hate everything.
Which makes me a little nervous because it might suck.
Same with Carly Wiesel.
It's
Like
like-
I said,
it's-
she
it's-
hates
it's-
everything, and she loved it.
It's kind of like how
she did?
it's kind of like
I
how
haven't heard her review anything in a while.
it's kind of like
I
how
haven't
Tim
either, but because I chose not to. 'Cause she hates everything.
it's kind of like how Tim Tracker is for me. If he doesn't like a food, I go immediately try it because we're completely opposite.
Yeah.
So like maybe IGN loved it and it sucks, but
We shall see.
We'll see. What was my point of that?
I would take more Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, I would too. I'm
I
here
would.
for it. I'm here
But
for it.
I feel like for Boba Fett fans, this paid off. For the one that I know.
I
She
don't.
loved
I just
it.
don't. I mean, what's the next season of this? The Pikes. Like the only thing I could see is like you
Kira,
didn't see.
Crimson Dawn.
You didn't see like the head of them come back. But do I want 6 more episodes of that?
If it's Kira and
Oh,
Crimson
no.
Dawn, yeah.
Yeah, if it's Crimson Dawn
And
and Kira.
an 87-year-old Kira.
Yeah,
She-
I don't care how
the-
old she is. She's not
who the hell
87,
knows?
but
If I'm Disney, I go. Everyone cared about the Mandalorian stuff, so we're going to double down on that.
yeah, we're gonna have 8 seasons of Mando now.
We don't need that much.
You can
They-
put
I think
they
you need
will.
4. I think you need 4.
I agree, but they'll go 8.
You
I'm
can put
with- I'm
Boba
with.
in episodes of Mando.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to use him now because
And
now he's got
Ahsoka
his
pops back
backstory.
in.
he might
Yep.
die in Mandalorian.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see how he got his armor back. Sorry, not his armor back, kind of, but like you see how
he survived
comes
the
to
Sarlacc.
Sarlacc. You
Yeah.
see like that. So
Yep.
I'm good. I don't need any more of Boba
All the
Fett.
quote questions have been answered.
Yeah,
like
I'm
I didn't
good.
care how he survived, whatever.
No,
but,
I'm
like,
just.
they answered
It'd be cool if
so.
he just like happily rules on Tatooine for a minute until Mando needs his help again. I'm
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. I don't need any more.
And he might need his help to get Grogu back from Bo-Katan,
That's
like
right.
Tom is thinking. And
Yes.
that's yeah.
So just, and I won't get too far into this. I think in Mando season 3, Bo-Katan's gonna steal Grogu early on to bait Din into fighting her for the
Yeah.
For the
Because she
Darksaber.
knows Din has to go back to Mandalore.
yes.
And Din has to go back to Mandalore to go
Yep.
into the mines.
To do what I had to do for fucking up the live stream the other day.
That's how you can
Cleanse
atone.
yourself. I told Tom I said I'm gonna cleanse myself
Yeah.
in the minds of Mandalore.
Yeah, go to Mandalore and come
That's
back.
great,
and
that's great.
You should be forgiven. So,
I don't know though. Like overall, good season.
Fine.
yes,
Yeah.
I was very happy with it.
If we're talking about averages, if you're talking about 7 episodes across, how many hours?
7
Like
weeks.
6 hours?
About
6 hours of
the last
content.
episode was
I'd
a
say
full
6.
hour.
Yeah, it was.
Episodes 5 and 6 were some of the best Star Wars content
God,
we've
yeah.
ever fucking
Yeah.
gotten. So
Yeah.
it's hard to not like factor that in.
Right.
If you take those out because it's not really a Boba Fett story at that point,
Yes.
the show's just okay.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I would agree.
But
don't
putting
call it
those
bad.
putting those 2 episodes in, it's
Made it the book of
exceptional.
Boba Fett.
So I'm giving the whole series so far an 8 because you have to
Yeah.
factor if
Yeah.
you're going
Okay.
really high.
Here's the
There's
best way.
boring shit there too.
Yeah,
so
I
you
know.
have to like
I know.
average it
Here's
out.
one of the better ways to do it. Like, where's it ranked between Mando season 1 and Mando season 2?
It's the furthest down. I like Mando season 1 better.
Oh, really?
Okay, I was
It's
thinking
in the middle for me.
I was thinking best is Mando 2,
Dude, that-
Boba's
that third
in the
episode of
middle,
Mandalorian
worst
is
is
the
Mando
shit.
1.
Third one.
Season 1 Mando.
Remind me.
It's the one where he goes back to get Grogu.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the Mandalorians help
Dude.
him escape.
That's
yeah.
That's a 10 out of 10.
Navarro.
That's
Yeah.
a 10 out of 10
That's a
episode
great
for me.
episode.
It,
that was a good.
I
episode, yeah.
when I remember when we were watching that
That's-
live. I said
that
I
was
kept
a
saying it looked
Favreau
like
episode, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. It reminded me of The Dark Knight, the way they filmed The Mandalorian, like coming out of like crates and like behind
yeah.
crates and stuff. It was just dark and
Yeah.
it reminded me of Batman Begins. Is actually the movie where they're like
In the
isn't Batman
shipyards.
yeah,
the
shipyards. That's
of
Batman
Gotham.
Begins, right?
Yeah.
What was that?
Where he's like, "Who are you?" or
yeah.
"Where are you?"
Where are you? Here.
Oh,
that was
yeah,
Batman
that was-
Begins,
yep,
right?
mhm,
Okay,
Batman
It
Begins,
reminds me of that. And that episode for me is still one of my favorite episodes of all of The Mandalorian.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
For me, it's probably Mando 2 is number 1,
me.
Boba's number 2, Mando 1 is number 3.
I go to Mando 2, Mando 1, Boba Fett.
Okay.
Okay.
I can see that. Though.
But only because I'm looking at the whole thing as a whole.
yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it.
And I've said last week that was my favorite Star Wars content of all time. But if I'm looking at an average of the show arc itself,
Yeah.
I'm giving it. I don't know. It's hard.
But-
I'll book it. Do it in the middle.
Yeah, I can see
2,
that too.
Boba Fett, 1.
Okay. We're all on the same page. Then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're on the
But,
same page then.
None of us are saying it's bad. It was good.
No, it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, if they do a season 2, of course we're going to watch it. We're going to be
Yes.
excited for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Um,
excited for?
Don't say Andor.
May 25th.
I'd be
Can't
more
wait.
excited for Boba season 2 than Andor. So yeah.
Yeah, I would too. I think it'd be more. Well, now, especially now because we've seen what's happened in season
Yeah.
1. We have like stakes now. And
So we're
Yeah.
getting a Black Adam trailer Sunday. you think we're going to get a Kenobi trailer.
Oh, I do too.
I think we're
Are
gonna.
we
during
rolling
the
the
Super
news
Bowl.
now,
I
or are we
think-
doing a news show? What are we doing?
We'll talk about this on the news show.
Okay,
Oh, I was just kind of trying to merge them together.
that's fine. I don't care.
Well, because it's gonna be like a break. We'll talk about it on the news show. The news show will be out the next day or so. Thank you guys so much for listening to Boba Fett Where. You can find me on Instagram at The Brad Ventures and Jedi Talk Podcast. Also, check out Rodian Radio. Good show. Evan, where can they find you?
Find me on Instagram at Evan T. Boucher.
I don't care.
Great.
At Jedi Talk Podcast.
Say that's an interesting @name. I don't care.
Go fuck yourself. Thank you so much for having
Only
listen-
Shans.
Only Shans. Thank you for listening to the show. We'll see you on the next episode. Till then, stay safe. May the force be with you.
Always.
Rise, Jedi Knight.